value handle drop downs, which class you need to use? Okay. Inisha is asking, why can't we go with ID till the first number? No. For example, okay, Inisha. So your name is ENEESHA. Okay. Today. If it changes to ENISHA tomorrow, is both are both same? Even though it spells Inisha, but both are not same, right? In the same way, even though the ID's first value is same and also the last value is changing, the total will be considered for our scripting. I'll show you right away. Kavya, can you go to your Eclipse? Chana, don't write any script. Just watch. Create a new class. Go to Selenium programs. Create a new class with the name JPEG store. Chana, no one writes the program. Okay, just wait. Select class correct solirkingla, very good. JPEG store, JCaps. Okay, main method, checkbox, and then finish. Very good. Copy paste system.set property, web driver, and maximize everything from the previous program so that we can save time. It's there already. Good. Line number 16 varakum copy paste pannidunga. Line number 16 varakum. Good. Just will change the URL. Don't write the program. Yes, Hemant. FB is a dynamic site. It'll catch you if you automate. First time it will work. Second time it will not allow your IP address to automate. Okay, good. Now just change the URL. Copy the URL from the Chrome browser and change in line number 12. ID I'm going to show you practical. Good, paste it. Okay, now let's find the locator of that first field. Go to that. Yeah, locate user ID. Yes. Expect. We are going to write using ID only. ID value Kavya. Okay, good. So it is, even though it has two words, you need to take the complete value. Okay, don't take half values. Good. Correct. Whatever you have taken is correct. Come to your script. Right. Driver dot find element by ID. Very good. Find by. Click OK. I explained you that error right yesterday. So the error will come for the very first time. So you can ignore that. Yeah, hit enter. Very good. In double quotes, paste the value. Okay. In the and then dot send keys. You are going to type something. Yeah, send keys. In double quotes, give Kavya or something. User ID. Give any value. That's fine. Very good. Now run the program. Save and run the program. Let's watch carefully. We have taken the ID. I'll show you what happens. Is the user ID entered? Do you see, is the user ID entered? No. Let's go and check in console. Go to your Eclipse, Kavya. Go to your Eclipse. Can you maximize? Can you please drag Eclipse to some height? So yesterday I told you, right, how to debug. I'll show you one more time. So there will be a lot of errors. You don't need to consider everything. See the 3 stars there. Three stars. So the problem is you have given an ID. The problem is with this error. Can you please scroll up? Can you please scroll up a bit? In console. Scroll up. Konja mela. Kila kadeda mela. Do you see the exception in thread main? That is your exception. So exception in thread main. What's the exception? No such element exception. No such element. Okay. Now I'll show you what happened. So go to the automated browser, Kavya. The browser that is opened by automation. Very good. Can you inspect that user ID field? Okay. Inspect one more time. What inspect pannadinga? வெரி குட். அந்த ஐடி வேல்யூ அப்படியே நோட் பேட்ல பேஸ்ட் பண்ணுங்க. அதெல்லாம் delete பண்ணிடுங்க, ரிமூவ் பண்ணிடுங்க. Yeah. What's the ID value? Is ending with 9579. Okay, the ID value is ending with 9579 in automation browser. Okay, but what we have taken in automation for our script, நம்ம ஸ்கிரிப்டுக்கு போங்க. நம்ம ஸ்கிரிப்ட்ல என்ன ஐடி வேல்யூ இருக்கு? 5597 something. புரியுதா உங்களுக்கு? Are you guys getting the point? If you take these kind of are you guys getting these kind Rediff ki polam buddy. Azar, don't forget. Sorry, don't deviate. Rediff next naka da poporom. Are you guys getting the point? The ID value is changing again and again and again for every refresh. So if you take these kind of dynamic values, definitely you are going to get into trap. So adanala da இந்த ID value எடுத்துக்கூடாது. Okay, ID illana, then you need to go for next priority, that is name. If name is also changing, then we need to go for next priority XPath. But in this case, name is not changing, so you can take name directly. How many of you got the point? Concept புரிஞ்சுச்சா? எதுக்கு எடுத்துக்கூடாது ப்ராக்டிக்கலாக உங்களுக்கு காமிச்சு அது பார்த்தீங்கன்னா for every refresh the ID value will change. So நீங்க ரன் பண்ண புதுசாக தான் அப்ளிகேஷன் லோட் ஆகும். The application will load from scratch. So அப்போ ID value மாறிடும். ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி டைனமிக் எலமெண்ட்ஸ் மேலே definitely you should not take. Okay, so see for the next locator which has high priority. ஐடிக்கு அப்புறம் நேம் தானே. ஸோ இது அப்படியே கமெண்ட் பண்ணிடுங்க ஒரு வாட்டி. அந்த ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் கமெண்ட் பண்ணிடுங்க கவியா. குட். இப்போ இதே ஃபீல்டுக்கு நேம் வச்சு எழுதுறீங்க. Close that automation browser. Yeah, close this. So for user ID, you cannot take ID because it is changing dynamically. So now take the name value. Name value is not changing for every refresh. So now take the name value and write the script. Same adhe locator ninga eludringa driver dot find element, but here we are going to take name locator. Yeah, driver dot find element by name. Yes, good. So this is constant. Your script will run, its script will pass even for 100 times. Yeah. Same Q spiders double quotes. Now run the program. So the comment panito ID we have not taken ID. Now XPath will not change dynamically. That's a good question, Kritika. I'll answer. I'll show you practically. Do you see the user ID is entered now because the name value is not changing? Can you inspect the user ID field here? இன்னொரு வாட்டி இன்ஸ்பெக்ட் பண்ணிடுங்க இது ஆட்டோமேஷன் ப்ரௌசர்ல ஸோ உடனே வராது. Do you see the name value? It's still username. Name value is not changing. அதே பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஐடி பாருங்க வேற ஏதோ வந்துட்டு இருக்கு 389353. Okay, so before you take any locators, you have to be careful. How many of you understood the concept? How many of you understood the concept? புரிஞ்சிச்சா சின்ன கான்செப்ட்? ஸோ இந்த சைட் தான் உங்களோட ஃபர்ஸ்ட் அசைன்மெண்ட் ஃபார் டுடே. You have to work on this assignment and you need to send the assignment. You need to fill the complete form. இதுல பாத்தீங்கன்னா check boxes கூட இருக்கும். You can see the check boxes also. கீழே scroll பண்ணீங்கன்னா there are 2 check boxes. Drop downsல ஆல்ரெடி லாங்குவேஜ்க்கு இங்கிலீஷ் இருக்கும். லாங்குவேஜ்க்கு இங்கிலீஷ் இருக்கும். ஃபேவரட் கேட்டகரிக்கு எனக்கு தெரிஞ்ச ஃபிஷ், டாக்ஸ், ரெப்டைல்ஸ், கேட்ஸ், பேர்ட்ஸ் இருக்கும். ஸோ யூ நீட் டு சேஞ்ச் போத் த ட்ராப் டவுன்ஸ். இங்கிலீஷ்னு அப்படியே விட்டுடக்கூடாது. ஸோ இன் லாங்குவேஜ் யூ நீட் டு சேஞ்ச் இட் டு ஜாப்பனீஸ். In favorite category, you need to change it to dogs or reptiles or something. Okay, and you need to select both the check boxes. Okay, listen carefully. I am going to tell something. This is a dummy website. This is a sample website. So after you fill everything, you need to click on that green color button, save account information button. Okay, once you click on that, you will get an error, some JavaScript error. Or what I pay காமிச்சிடுறேன். And the JavaScript error pati you just ignore. All I need is you people need to fill this form and click on that button. That's all. Your script is done. After clicking on that button, if you get any error in this website, you can just ignore. That is website issue, not your script issue. We'll show you that error right away. Kavya, டக்குன்னு எல்லா ஃபீல்டுமே சும்மா ஏதோ ஒரு வேல்யூ போட்டு சப்மிட் கொடுத்துருங்களேன் மேல இருந்து. சும்மா ஏதோ ஒன்று கொடுங்க. யா, வெரி குட். சும்மா ஏபிசி ஏதோ டைப் பண்ணிட்டு வாங்க. இட் will accept everything. இமெயில் ஐடி மட்டும் கரெக்ட் ஃபார்மேட் வச்சுக்கோங்க. ஏன்னா அந்த எரர் பார்த்துட்டு அப்புறமா மெனி பீப்புள் வில் ஸ்டார்ட் மெசேஜிங் மீ, இல்லை எரர் வந்துச்சு. எரர் வந்து இட்ஸ் நாட் கோயிங் டு பி அண்ட் யுவர் ஸ்கிரிப்ட், தட்ஸ் அன் அப்ளிகேஷன் இஷ்யூ. சும்மா சென்னைன்னு போட்டுடுங்க. சென்னை டிஎன் ஜிப் கோட் ஏதோ ஒரு 5 digits கொடுத்துடுங்க. 40 6 digits சாரி 6 digits. ஓகே குட். என்ட்ரி அதெல்லாம் ஜப்பனீஸ் செலக்ட் பண்ணிடுங்க. ஜப்பனீஸ் அதில் வேற ஏதாவது செலக்ட் பண்ணிடுங்க. குட். செலக்ட் அதர் check box and then click on that green color button. Okay, so you will not get anything. Either you will get this page or you will get some error. Okay, so your script is done by clicking on that button. On the button click பண்ற வரைக்கும் நீங்க script run பண்ணனும். அது தெளிவா run ஆகும். Okay, and the assignments I'll explain you how to send those assignments everything in the end of the class. But this is your first assignment. You need to fill the whole form. So make sure you take static locators, don't take the dynamic locators. Your script will fail. Okay, now I'll answer Kritika's question. Can you click on sign in once again? Close this automation browser. Yeah, go to your actual browser. Okay, locate that user ID once again. Okay, so what Kritika's question is, will XPath be dynamic? Okay, XPath cannot be dynamic until unless you make it dynamic. That's my answer. So can you take that ID value? Kritika, take that ID value. Come to selector sub. Okay, good. Now write an XPath. Already, I think selector sub gave the XPath. Do you see in the REL XPath, the selector sub already gave the XPath. Can you copy that value, Kavya? உங்களுக்கு கீழே தெரியுது பாருங்க. அதுக்கு மேல REL XPathல ஆல்ரெடி அதுவே கொடுத்துருச்சு XPath பாருங்க. ஓகே, ஸோ அதை காப்பி பண்ணி மேலே பேஸ்ட் பண்ணுங்க. Hit enter. One element matching. Okay, we are using ID in the XPath and it is still matching one element. Okay, now the XPath is dynamic because we are using the dynamic value. Okay, now hit enter. Come to your selector sub and hit enter. How many elements matching, guys? How many elements matching? 0 elements matching because that ID value is gone. That ID value is gone because that ID value is changed now. Your XPath is no more valid. So always remember, never ever have your XPath also dynamic. Don't fall into the trap. Okay. Now I'm going to show you one example in Rediff. Okay, Rediff is going to be very crucial. So I'm going to show you one example in Rediff. So everyone, can you guys open Rediff? Open Rediff mail. Everyone in your Chrome browser. Rediff mail. Hit enter. Yeah, go to the home page. Create a new account. Link click பண்ணிடுங்க காவ்யா. அந்த create a new account அதை click பண்ணிட்டு உள்ள போயிடுங்க. Yes, you need to come to this page. Go to Rediff home page. You will see create an account link on the right side corner. அதை click பண்ணிட்டு இந்த பேஜ்க்கு வந்துடுங்க. Let me know once you guys are ready. எல்லாருமே go to Rediff. You will find create an account link on the right side corner. Click on that and come to this page. Let me know, we'll start. Once you guys are ready, let me know, we'll start. Is everyone ready? People with laptops, you need to respond. Ready? Yeah, good. Now, everyone, can you guys locate that full name field? Locate the full name field. Whenever I say locate, that is nothing but inspect. Good. So, what are the locators we have? After locating full name field, can you guys tell me what are the locators we have? Do we have ID, name, and class? Do we have ID, name, and class? We have only name. We have only name. So, Kavya, copy that name value and paste it in the notepad. Yeah, delete that. Yes, good. Okay, we have only name value, Rachana. We have only name. Okay, now I want everyone to watch Kavya screen. Uga screen பார்த்துட்டு Kavya screen பாருங்க. Kavya, refresh the page. Okay, can you copy the same, copy the name value and paste it in Notepad? What do you observe here, guys? We don't have ID. We have only name. What do you observe here? What do you observe here? The name value is changing for every refresh. The name value is changing for every refresh. If you watch carefully, the name value which Kavya has will be different with what the name value you have. If you watch that also, you can understand. So name value, if Kavya can irukku. Okay, so different. How many of you got this point? First of all, let me know. Then I'll tell the solution. Everyone got the concept here. We have only one locator, name locator, but that is changing. If you take the JPEG store application which we have seen earlier, only ID value was changing, but we have constant name value, so we can use that name value and we can write the script. But here we have only one locator, that is name, but that is changing. Okay, let's write the XPath with that name value. What happens? Kavya, go to selector sub, write the XPath using that name attribute. Yeah, go to selector sub. Okay, I think relative XPath will be given and the selector sub கொடுத்துருச்சு பாருங்க உங்களுக்கு XPath. அது அப்படியே காப்பி பேஸ்ட் பண்ணிடுங்க. Yeah, good. Copy paste that. So we have written the XPath using name. Hit enter. One element matching. All good. Okay. Yes, Santosh. Okay, just wait. Now refresh the page. Now hit enter in your selector sub. Zero elements matching because the name value changed. So this XPath is no more valid. It's useless. So whenever the locators are changing, I mean ID, name are changing, we have to go to XPath. Okay, we have to go to XPath, and that XPath should not use these dynamic values. If ID name மாறிக்கிட்டு இருக்குன்னா டெஃபினட்டா நீங்க XPath தான் எழுதணும். ஓகே, அந்த XPathல கூட நீங்க இந்த வேல்யூ எடுத்துட்டு போய் போட்டீங்கன்னா வேஸ்ட். How many of you understood I'm going to tell the solution. How many of you understood the problem statement? Have you guys understood the problem statement? So yes, we have ID and name locators. Okay, if it is changing, both ID and name, or only name is there, if the name is changing again and again, if you use the same name value in your XPath, that is absolutely useless. Okay, you need to think of something else. You need to think some other solution. That's the point here. Okay. Vignesh, agada tambi agada. Okay. So then what are we going to? Then how are we going to automate this? Okay, I'm going to tell the solution. So can you guys create a new class with Rediff mail? Complete the script until hitting this URL, whatever URL have, and maximizing. So can you guys create the new class with the name Rediff mail? Yeah, in the JPEG store அப்படியே வச்சுக்கிங்க காவியா, நீங்க இதுலயே அப்படியே அசைன்மெண்ட் முடிச்சிடுங்க. Okay, so create a new class with name Rediff mail. புதுசா ஒரு கிளாஸ் கிரியேட் பண்ணிக்கங்க எல்லாரும். Create a new class with name Rediff mail. Complete the script until hitting the URL and maximizing. Rediff mail and வச்சுக்கிங்க. Yeah, good. Main method கொடுத்துருங்க. Main method. Good. Click finish. Now copy paste the code, that system.set property, everything. Chinna, till now we discussed only the problem statement. I'm going to tell you the solution. I'm yet to tell the solution. Okay. Now complete the script until hitting the URL and maximize. அது வரைக்கும் முடிங்க. I'll tell you the solution. எஸ் தருண், அதுதான் யூஸ் பண்ண போறோம் நம்ம. நான் நெக்ஸ்ட் அதுதான் அங்கதான் வர போறேன். ஓகே, எல்லாருமே அந்த ஸ்கிரிப்ட் அது வரைக்கும் முடிச்சவங்க சொல்லுங்க. ஜஸ்ட் ரீப்ளேஸ் த URL guys. Just replace the URL. Okay, let me know once you guys are done until this. We'll start the process. சின்ன முடிச்சிட்டுக்கான சொல்லுங்கடா. Are you guys done? முடிச்சிட்டீங்களா? Okay. Now we are going to automate that flow. Am I correct? We are going to automate that flow. So can you go to the Reddif? Can you go to Reddif? So what's the first field? Full name field. So can you get everyone? Can you locate that full name field? எல்லாருமே அந்த full name field locate பண்ணிடுங்க. நிறைய கிளாஸ் ஜாயின் பண்ணிட்டு இல்லடா, நான் இப்பதான் குரூப்பே பார்க்குறேன். Good. So we cannot automate the full name field. We cannot automate the full name field with the name value because it's changing. We cannot use the same name value in XPath also because that is useless. On மாறிட்டே இருக்குன்னா அது எடுத்துட்டு போய் XPathல போட்டதால எந்த பிரயோஜனம் இல்லை. So how are we going to tackle this solution? Tackle this scenario. So I'll tell you. So don't focus on the field. Don't focus on the field that we are going to automate. First find any static element around that field. Static element na மாறாம இருக்கிறது. So static element which is not changing again and again after refresh. So basically any text. So if you take any text, absolutely Jivita. So if you take any text around this field, you can come to the conclusion. Okay, you can come to the solution. So first, everyone, can you guys locate that full name text, not the field? Full name text on the left side. Can you guys locate that full name text on the left side? Can you guys locate the full name text on the left side? Awesome. Can you guys tell me, do you have locators for the text, ID, name, or something? Do you have ID, name, or something for that full name text? Obviously, no, it is a text, right? It will not have any ID, name, or something. Only the fields will have ID, name, or something. Text kella irukadu maximum. Now, can you guys, we have a start tag, and we have content also, full name. We have a content also. So can you guys write the XPath using contains text? Can you guys write the XPath using contains text for that full name field? So / contains text use panikkinga. Okay, / start tag is TD. Okay, square brackets. Very good. Contains method, text method வேணுமா, contains யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாம். எல்லாருமே contains text யூஸ் பண்ணுங்க. ஏன்னா contains text is most frequently used. Contains, very good. It's a method. So circular brackets போட்டுடுங்க. அதுக்குள்ள போயிட்டு text method is the first argument. Text method is the first argument. Very good. Comma equal to யூஸ் பண்ணக்கூடாது. வெறும் text method யூஸ் பண்ணாதான் equal to யூஸ் பண்ணணும். Okay, single quotesல அந்த full name அப்படியே copy paste பண்ணுங்க. Don't type, just copy paste and hit enter. One element match. Okay, can you guys let me know once it is done? எல்லாருமே இந்த full name textக்கு லொகேட்டர் எழுதிட்டீங்கன்னா, XPath எழுதிட்டீங்கன்னா எனக்கு சொல்லுங்க. This is not a done. First இது முடிச்சிட்டீங்கன்னா எனக்கு சொல்லுங்க. அந்த full name textக்கு. Okay, XPath access methods படிக்க சொன்னா இது 5 நாள் பாதி பேர் மறந்துட்டாங்க. முடிச்சிட்டீங்களா இல்லையா? டவுட் இருந்தா வாட்ச் காவ்யா ஸ்கிரீன். வெயிட் பண்ணுங்க செல்வராஜ், கொஞ்சம் வெயிட் பண்ணுங்க. ஓகே, அந்த டெக்ஸ்ட்டை லொகேட் பண்ணிட்டீங்களா? ஃபுல் நேம் டெக்ஸ்ட். ஓகே, குட். Now what's our ultimate goal? Our final goal is not locating the text. Our final goal is to locate that field, actual field. Okay, so for the full name text, the field is in forward direction or reverse direction. And the full name text ku and the field forward direction la irka, reverse direction la irka? Can you guys tell me? For that field, for the text, the particular field, whatever field that we are trying to locate is in forward direction. Am I correct? So forward direction, now we need to use following. So can you guys watch Kavya screen? We are going to write that. So / Kavya and the XPath update / following. Very good. 2 colons. 2 colons. இப்போ என்ன பண்ணணும்னா we need to find the start tag of that field. So எந்த ஃபீல்ட லொகேட் பண்ண ட்ரை பண்றோமோ அதோட start tag. Can you guys locate ma? Yeah, right click inspect. What's the start tag? Input. So input and போடுங்க first. Input and போடுங்க first. Very good, Tarun. Kalakatika. Yeah, hit enter ma. Hit enter. How many elements matching? 23 elements matching. So இதோட அர்த்தம் என்ன? What's the meaning of the 23 elements? For the full name text, in forward direction, there are 23 elements with start tag input. Okay. So we don't need to all 23 elements. We need only the full name field. So let's start indexing. So after input, let's put the square brackets. Yeah, hit enter. Let's start with 1. Now 1 element matching. So this is our XPath to locate that full name field. That's all. This is our XPath to locate that full name field. So we are going to take this XPath and put in our script. That's all. Problem solved. We did not use the name. We did not use the name value, which is actually changing dynamically. We did not use directly, and also we did not use in XPath also. We have approached to that field in some other way. We have a lot of solutions. You can write preceding also if you want. You can write preceding also. Illa na following forward la elda maata na preceding la eldra adu kuda eldra adu paakalam. Copy this XPath. Copy this XPath and come to your script. So what you need to write? Driver dot find element by XPath as usual. Apparama send keys. That's all. Problem solved. XPath. Very good. 2 colon. Very good. That's all. Kadasila send keys. போட்டுட்டு ரன் பண்ணுங்க ஒரு வாட்டி காவியா டபுள் கோட்ஸ்ல ஏதோ ஒரு நேம் வேல்யூ கொடுத்துட்டு ரன் த ப்ரோக்ராம். கியூ ஸ்பைடர்ஸ் மேல ரொம்ப பாசமா இருக்காங்க காவியா, பயங்கர பாசமா இருக்காங்க. எந்த ஃபீல்ட் ஆனாலும் நான் கியூ ஸ்பைடர் தான்டா கொடுப்பேன்ற மாதிரி. சேவ் பண்ணி ரன் பண்ணுங்க காவியா. So watch carefully, guys. So do you see the value is entered? That's all. This is how you need to automate dynamic fields. These are called dynamic fields. I think Kritika, I answered your question. So you were asking what happens if the XPath is also dynamic. We don't use that locators which is dynamic in XPath. We do in some other way. We know all the solutions. We have XPath types. We have XPath access methods. Okay, so we can apply all the techniques that we have. Okay, how many of you understood the concept first before you write the script? Have you guys understood the concept? Everyone? So first, once you locate a field, make sure you refresh the page for 2 to 3 times and verify whether the locators are changing for every refresh. If it is changing, then we have a problem. But we have a solution. Even though we have a problem, we have a solution. Okay. First of all, confirm, guys. People with laptops, without laptops, have you guys understood the concept of these dynamic elements? Don't forget the word dynamic. That's very important. Everyone. Clear எல்லாருக்குமே? இது எப்படி இன்னொரு ஃபீல்டுக்கு we are going to write. We are going to write for one more field. So if you guys are clear with this concept, write the script for the first field. Full name field முடிச்சிடுங்க. Can you guys complete the script for full name field? எல்லாரும்? Kavya, you can close this browser and show the script for them. Can you guys complete the script and let me know? யாருக்காவது புரியலையா? யாருக்காவது கான்செப்ட் புரியலையா? எல்லாருக்குமே கிளியர் இல்லடா தம்பி? எல்லாருக்குமே கிளியர்ல கான்செப்ட்? குட். So அதுக்கு தான் we spent 3 days. We spent 3 days on 1 minute. ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ హరిత. ఒకసారి మనం ఐడి వాల్యూ తీసుకునేలోగా లేదా నేమ్ వాల్యూ తీసుకునే లోపల ఒకసారి పేజ్ 2-3 సార్లు రిఫ్రెష్ చేసి చూసుకోవాలి. ఐడి నేమ్ వాల్యూ మారుతూనే ఉందంటే దాన్ని ఇంకా యూజ్ చేయకూడదు. నేరుగా ఎక్స్పాత్కి వెళ్ళిపోయి ఆ ఐడి వాల్యూ యూజ్ చేయకుండా ఎక్స్పాత్ రాయాలి. యూజ్ చేయకుండా ఎక్స్పాత్ రాయాలంటే పక్కన ఉండే టెక్స్ట్ ఏదైనా తీసుకొని దానికి ఫాలోయింగ్ ప్రిసీడింగ్ ఏదో రాయాలి. మనం ఇప్పుడు ప్రిసీడింగ్ ఒకటి చూస్తాం ఎలాగో, సో దట్ యూ పీపుల్ విల్ గెట్ ఐడియా. Can you ping me your expert Selvaraj? XPath எனக்கு பிங் பண்ணுங்க, let me check. சரி, எல்லாரும் முடிச்சிட்டீங்களாடா? நம்ம ப்ரிசீடிங் வச்சு இன்னொரு ஃபீல்டு பண்ணலாம், so that you will get an idea. எல்லாரும் முடிச்சிட்டீங்களா? people with laptops, you need to confirm. நீங்க கன்ஃபார்ம் பண்ணீங்கன்னா I will proceed. TD2க்கு உனக்கு வர வாய்ப்பே இல்லடா தம்பி. Can you share your screen? உங்க ஸ்கிரீன் ஷேர் பண்ண முடியுமா? TD2க்கு வர வாய்ப்பு இல்லை. ஒரு வாட்டி காவ்யா, can you go to your Chrome browser? அங்க input 1 தூக்கிட்டு 2 colonsக்கு அப்புறமா input 1 தூக்கிடுங்க. இன்புட்டும் தூக்கிடுங்க. 2 colonsக்கு அப்புறமா என்னென்ன இருக்கு எல்லாமே தூக்கிடுங்க. அந்த கோலனுக்கு அப்புறம் இருக்கிறது எல்லாமே தூக்கிடுங்க. TDN போடுங்க. ஸ்கொயர் பிராக்கெட்ஸ் 2, அதான் ஸ்கொயர் பிராக்கெட்ஸ் போட்டுட்டு அதில் 2 போடுங்க. ஹிட் என்டர். ஓகே, உனக்கு ஓகே ஓகே அந்த இன்புட் வந்து TDக்குள்ள இருக்கு, அதனால இட்ஸ் மேட்சிங். எஸ் எஸ் Salvaraj, you can write in that way also, but don't complicate. உங்களுக்கு எந்த பர்டிகுலர் நோட் ஹைலைட் ஆயிருக்கோ அதை எடுத்துக்கோங்க. சில டைம்ஸ் அது ஒர்க் ஆகாது. ஓகே, சில டைம்ஸ் அது மாஸ்க் ஆயிடும். தீஸ் ஆர் கால் நெஸ்டட் பிரான்ச்சஸ். ஸோ நீங்க டோன்ட் கெட் கன்ஃபியூஸ்ட். உங்களுக்கு எந்த HTML லொகேட் ஆயிருக்கோ அதோட ஸ்டார்ட் டேக் எடுத்துக்கோங்க. அதுக்கு மேல இருக்கிறதெல்லாம் டோன்ட் கோ ஃபார் இட். சம்டைம்ஸ் ஒர்க் ஆகாம இருக்கிற வாய்ப்பு இருக்கு. ஸோ டோன்ட் கோ ஃபார் இட். ஓகே, குட். சரிண்ணா, நம்ம இப்போ என்ன பண்ண போறோம்னா, we have second field, choose a rediff mail ID and second field இருக்குல்ல, அதுக்கு வந்து can you guys locate the second field, choose a rediff mail ID? எல்லாருமே can you guys tell me what are the locators we have for the second field? Sure Salvaraj, that's a good question actually. That's a very good question. But வேணாம், அது யூஸ் பண்ணாது, கொஞ்சம் கன்ஃபியூஸ் ஆயிடுவீங்க. சாரி, சம்டைம்ஸ் வந்து உங்க ஸ்கிரிப்டே கூட ஃபெயில் ஆகிற வாய்ப்பு இருக்கு. ஓகே, good question. That's a good question. Chana, tell me what are the locators we have for choose a rediff mail ID field? எல்லாரும் சொல்லுங்க Chana. அந்த choose a rediff mail ID ஃபீல்டுக்கு என்னென்ன லொகேட்டர்ஸ் இருக்கு? கொஞ்சம் ஆக்டிவா இருக்கணும். என்னென்ன லொகேட்டர்ஸ் இருக்கு? people without laptops, you can see Kavya screen and answer. அந்த choose a rediff mail ஐடிக்கு என்னென்ன லொகேட்டர்ஸ் இருக்கு பார்த்து சொல்லுங்க எனக்கு ஃபாஸ்டா. we have only name. so with that name value நம்ம அது டைனமிக்கா இருக்கா இல்லையா ஒரு செக் பண்ணிடலாம். can you refresh? so கடைசியில 845CN இருக்கு. now it's changed 248E. so that name value is changing for this field also. we don't have ID, we have name, but that is also changing. so let's apply the same logic, but if following let's practice proceeding. நம்ம வேணா பின்னாடில இருந்து வரலாம். don't locate the choose a rediff mail ID text. அந்த left side இருக்கிற text இருக்கு பாருங்க, choose a rediff mail ID text is there, right? we can locate that text and write following, or we can locate at rediff mail ID text on the right side and we can write preceding also. we can go in reverse direction also. Okay, let's write preceding. Let's practice preceding also. so can you guys locate that at rediffmailid.com? எல்லாருமே can you guys locate the text at rediffmailid.com? there you go. Okay, can you guys write the XPath for that at rediffmailid.com? use contains text. Don't use the whole text, just use at rediff. I think it should be fine. Don't use the complete text. Square brackets போட்டுக்கங்க Kavya. Square brackets as usual, contains method, inside the text method, comma, that's okay, that text path. Okay, good question. Chana, I thought of explaining it but I forgot. Can you everyone can you guys watch Kavya screen for a minute? or chinna good question Kritika, I'll explain right away. ஒரு வாட்டி மாத்திரம் just 10 seconds மட்டும் can you guys watch Kavya screen? so in the HTML line that is highlighted, do you see an attribute called XPath is equal to 1? Do you see an attribute called XPath is equal to 1? That XPath is equal to 1 is coming because of selector sub install பண்ணதால அது வந்துட்டு இருக்கு. completely ignore that. It will be there for all the fields. Suma XPath is equal to 1, XPath is equal to 1 on that. Completely ignore that. XPath is not at all useful. Okay, so wherever you see that XPath is equal to 1 in that HTML code, just ignore. Okay, not required. Now continue. So we have located at rediffmailer.com. அது மொத்தம் text யூஸ் பண்ணுங்க. at rediff மட்டும் வச்சுக்கிட்டு மத்ததெல்லாம் ரிமூவ் பண்ணிடுங்க. Because we are using contains text, right? Let's take the advantage of it. rediff மட்டும் வச்சுடுங்க. மெயில் கூட ரிமூவ் பண்ணிடுங்க. at rediff மட்டும் வச்சுக்கிட்டு மத்ததெல்லாம் ரிமூவ் பண்ணிடுங்க. Now hit enter. Have an elements matching, one element matching. Now we are going to go in reverse direction. Reverse direction in the sense preceding. So slash preceding preceding. Very good. 2 colons. Okay. Now find the start tag of that field. Choose a rediff mail field. Adora start tag enna kandupidinga, inspect panni. No. On the field, yes. Right click, inspect. Good. Input da irukum basically for text fields it will be input, but anyways we need to confirm. Input, hit enter. So 3 elements matching. The point here is for at rediff mail id text there are 3 elements with start tag input in reverse direction. Okay, 3 element input. So now let's start indexing. So square brackets first போட்டுடுங்க, அதுல 1 போடுங்க, hit enter. So this is not our field. So change the index value to, now hit enter. This is our field. The problem is solved. So take this XPath and write in your script using send case. So this is how you need to automate dynamic fields. This is how you need to automate dynamic fields. இப்ப புரியுதா XPath ன்றது எங்க யூஸ் ஆகும்னு சொல்லிட்டு. XPath ன்றது இந்த மாதிரி விஷயத்துல தான். In real time projects எல்லாத்துலயுமே ID name இருக்கும்னு நம்பாதீங்க. Okay, ID name எல்லாம் very rare case. If you are எழுதுங்க காவ்யா by.xpath நீங்க கண்டினியூ பண்ணுங்க by.xpath அந்த வேல்யூ போட்டுட்டு சென்ட் கீஸ்ல ஏதோ ஒரு வேல்யூ கொடுத்துட்டு ஸ்கிரிப்ட் ரன் பண்ணிடுங்க. hit enter. Yeah, good. Double quotes la. Yeah, put any value. at போடக்கூடாது, ஏன்னா at ஆல்ரெடி rediff email id அதை append ஆயிடும். ஸோ ஏபிசின்னு போடாம சும்மா ஏதோ இன்னும் எக்ஸ்ட்ரா ஏதோ ஆட் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. ஏபிசி சண்டே ஏதோ ஒன்று ஆட் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. ஏபிசி இஸ் காமன் வேர்ட், ஸோ அது அக்செப்ட் பண்ற வாய்ப்புகள் கம்மி. ஏபிசி சண்டே ஏதோ ஒன்று போட்டு விட்டுருங்க. Now run the program and see whether the field is filled or not. Now run the program. Save and run the program. Are you guys getting the concept? எல்லாருக்குமே கான்செப்ட் புரியுதா? So don't blindly use IDs and names. So what refresh பண்ணிட்டு ID name மாறிட்டு இருக்கனா, then go for XPath. XPath கூட எந்த XPath யூஸ் பண்ணணும், எந்த field மேல you have to depend also matters. So if you are comfortable using following, complete the whole form using following. If you are comfortable with preceding, do with preceding. You can do whatever you want. Okay, clear? Script முடிச்சிட்டீங்களா? Very good, Sabri. Very good. Script work ஆகும். Absolutely work ஆகும். பயப்படாதே. இந்த 2 fields முடிச்சிட்டீங்கன்னா this is your second assignment. மிச்ச fields எல்லாம் fill பண்றது தான் உங்களோட second assignment. Okay, completing all the fields is your second assignment. Okay, captcha பத்தி நம்ம பேசலாம். Let me know if everyone done with the script. அந்த 2 fieldsக்கு script முடிச்சிட்டீங்கன்னா சொல்லுங்க. I'll talk about this captcha. People with laptops, if you enter existing email ID, it's going to throw error, buddy. That's an application error. That's not our automation error. Second field enter agaleya. What's your Harish? What's your XPath? Ninga enna XPath use panningala adha enak kaaminga, then I can fix the issue. Okay, Azhar is asking a question. Duplicate value console control. Duplicate value inge edhu illaya Azhar. The value is dynamic here, not the duplicate. Duplicate vera dynamic vera. Duplicate na class value. So adha namma paapom, don't worry. Okay, guys, done? Done, na? People with laptops, you have to respond. Save time. Done, na? Okay, good. So this form you need to fill. Each field will have name, which will be okay, Harish. Good. So each field will have name value, which will be changing again and again and again. So you have to write xpaths only for all the fields. All fields ko neenga xpath eludrom, but I think for city field it will not change. That's fine. So now how are you going to locate this captcha? Captcha automate panna mudiyuma? That's a very very big question, $1,000,000 question in automation. Close this automation browser. Close this. Yeah, go to your actual browser. Can we automate captcha? That's a $1,000,000 question. Have you ever came across this question? Captcha automate panna mudiyuma? First of all, captcha edukku poduvanganu, do you guys know why captcha is inserted in many websites? First of all, do you have any idea why captcha is inserted in many websites? Captcha இருக்கும், இல்லைன்னா இந்த மாதிரி I am not a robot and checkbox click பண்றது, இல்லைன்னா there will be some images where you need to select cars or water pipes or something, signals. Have you ever analyzed why they are giving these kind of things? Okay, நிறைய பேர் are saying okay, stop to make their application, to prevent their application used by bots. Robots use பண்றது ஸ்டாப் பண்றதுக்கு நிறைய பேர் பிங் பண்றாங்க. Okay, robots are nothing but your automation script, guys. You are robots now. Basically, any application which has captcha, they don't want their application to be automated. That's the point here. They don't want their application to be automated. Captcha cannot be automated. Yes, captcha can be automated for that field alone. For example, for that captcha, what we need to do? We need to enter that. For example, can you guys see Kavya's screen for a minute? Can you guys see Kavya's screen for a minute? So if you see in Kavya's screen, the captcha is MRCE, MRCE. So what the purpose of captcha? You need to enter that captcha value in the next field. Am I correct? In that next field. So entering that value in that next field is absolutely fine, because you can locate the field. You can locate that field and the field locate பண்ணுங்க Kavya. Enter that text above and the field இருக்குல அதை locate பண்ணுங்க. Yeah, you have name which will be changing. நீங்க அதுக்கு following preceding போட்டுடுங்க. That's fine. But how are you going to read that captcha? How are you going to read that captcha in automation? That's a big problem. That's a big problem. Can you locate that captcha, ma? Yeah, right click on inspect. The problem why captcha cannot be automated is it's an image. அது ஒரு image குள்ள தான் அந்த MRCE ன்னு வருது. Okay, image la da you are getting that MRCE. So do you see that MRCE in this HTML code? HTML code on highlight arkilla with the start tag SRC. Do you see that MRCE in this HTML code? Can you guys check and tell me? And the captcha la irukra letters irukilla MRCE and solittu adu in the HTML code la engaavadhu iruka? HTML code la irundha we can automate. Simple thing. ஏதோ ஒன்று போட்டு நம்ம கண்டிப்பா பண்ணிடலாம். There are lot of solutions. But do you see that MRCE letters in this HTML code anywhere? Attribute value or content or do you see it anywhere? No, that's the reason captcha cannot be automated. Yes, captcha can be automated. There is a solution to automate captcha. For that solution itself, you need to write 200 to 300 lines. You need to parse the particular captcha. The bits and pieces are cut பண்ணிட்டு அதுக்கு நிறைய combinations, permutations எல்லாம் போட்டு yes, you can automate. Only for this field alone, you need to write 200 to 300 lines. Okay, so there is one trick. There is one trick to automate this captcha. Okay, there is only one trick to automate captcha in real-time projects. I've explained பண்றது உங்களுக்கு புரியுமான்னு எனக்கு தெரியல. I don't know how many of people are already working. ஸோ ஒர்க்கிங்ல இல்லாதவங்களுக்கு கொஞ்சம் புரியறது கம்மிடா, ஏன்னா உங்களுக்கு ரியல் டைம் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் இருக்காதுல்ல ரியல் டைம் ப்ராஜெக்ட்ஸ்ல. பட் நான் எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்றேன், கொஞ்சம் கவனமா கேட்டுக்கீங்க. ஸோ இன் ரியல் டைம் ப்ராஜெக்ட்ஸ் we usually test the websites, whatever application it is, in test environment or dev environment or UAT environment. That's not production environment. ஸோ அப்போ என்ன பண்ணுவோம்னா, டெவலப்பர்ஸ் வந்து they'll remove this captcha and they'll give it to us for testing. They'll remove this captcha and they'll give this application for testing. But there will not be a captcha, so we can automate the whole application. So problem is solved. Okay, this is how in real-time projects we do. There will not be any captcha in real-time projects. But in the மாதிரி production pages நீங்க டெஸ்ட் பண்ணணும், அங்க you have this captchas. There is only one trick or hack, whatever you call. What's the field before capture? What is the field that you have before capture? City field, right? City field. So can you inspect that city field? Right click inspect. So you have name value which will be changing again and again. So you will write the XPath. Since it's a drop down, you will write select class everything. Now the point here is after completing the automation of city field, after completing the automation of city field, what we'll do is we'll put a thread dot sleep. We'll put a thread dot sleep for 20 seconds or 30 seconds. After completing the script for city field and the city field select பண்றதுக்கான script எழுதி முடிச்சதுக்கு அப்புறம் we'll put a thread dot sleep for some 30 seconds or 40 seconds, how much time you want. So what happens if I put thread dot sleep for 30 seconds? நேத்து தான நம்ம பேசணும். If I put, for example, if I put thread dot sleep for 30 seconds after city field, what happens? என்ன நடக்கும்? City field க்கு அப்புறமா அந்த thread dot sleep ஒரு 30 seconds போட்டுருங்க. என்ன நடக்கும்? What will happen? I put thread dot sleep after city field. City field க்கு அப்புறமா I put 30 seconds. Okay. So என்ன நடக்கும்னா your script will wait for 30 seconds. It will not do anything. Your script will wait for 30 seconds. It will not do anything. At that time you go and enter the captcha manually in this field. Okay, in that 30 seconds time you enter the captcha manually by seeing the captcha value. So what you enter பண்ணிடுங்க Kavya. So you need to enter the captcha value manually in that 30 seconds of time. Okay, if you are too slow in typing, make that thread dot sleep for 40 seconds or make that thread dot sleep for 50 seconds. How much time you want based on your typing speed. So enter the captcha manually. After the thread dot sleep statement, you should have a script to click on this button. You should have a script to click on this button. So அந்த பட்டன் தெரியுதுல்ல, அந்த பட்டனுக்கு நீங்க ஸ்கிரிப்ட் எழுதி வச்சிருப்பீங்க. அந்த பட்டன் ஒரு வாட்டி லொகேட் பண்ணுங்கம்மா. So you have ID here. ID இருக்கு, அது மாறாது. So what will you write? Driver dot find element by ID dot click. I'll show you ஒரு வாட்டி நோட் பேட் வாங்க. Yes. அதெல்லாம் delete பண்ணிடுங்க. So select ன்னு எழுதுங்கம்மா. Select. So this is for city field. Okay. Select space city is equal to new select. Put circular brackets. In that you will write in the circular brackets குள்ள நீங்க என்ன எழுதுவீங்க? driver dot find element அந்த city field ஓட locator. அந்த city field ஓட locate driver dot find element city field ஓட locator போட்டுட்டு city field locator போட்டுக்கீங்கம்மா. element hyphen city field locator. Driver dot find element. Obviously you have to find the XPath only. Okay. Element hyphen போட்டு city field locator போட்டுடுங்க. City field locator போட்டுட்டு very good. Put semicolon in the outside. Semicolon. Very good. In the next line you will write city dot select by visible text. Select by visible text. That's a method. So circular brackets போட்டுடுங்க. ஒரு வாட்டி அந்த city field இன்ஸ்பெக்ட் பண்ணுங்க. Inspect that city field. Good. அந்த செலக்ட ஓபன் பண்ணிடுங்க. கீழ XPathல அந்த select HTML ஓபன் பண்ணுங்க. யாதார மேல கிளிக் பண்ணுங்க. So you have lot of cities here guys. You have lot of cities. For example, I need to locate Bangalore. அங்க பெங்களூரோட கண்டென்ட் எடுத்துக்கணும். You need to take the Bangalore content, not any other thing. அந்த Bangalore content எடுத்துட்டு வந்து you will put in your script in double quotes. So come to your script, put in double quotes. Put double quotes inside the circular brackets. Yeah, paste Bangalore inside that. So by this the city field thing is done. Okay. Now in the next line you will put thread dot sleep for 30 seconds or 40 seconds. So thread dot sleep circular brackets put 40 seconds. 40 seconds means 40,000 because it's milliseconds, right? 40,000 in or 0. It's 4 seconds basically. So in or 0. 40 seconds. So 40 seconds your script will wait. Okay. Next in the next line, same as usual, driver dot find element by ID dot find element. Very good. circular brackets by id by dot id circular brackets once again அதுக்குள்ள double quotes போட்டுட்டு can you locate the final button on the green color button locate பண்ணுங்க. Yeah, locate that button. id இருக்குல்ல அந்த id வேல்யூ எடுத்துக்கீங்க. Put it in your notepad. Yeah, கடைசில dot click method. Dot click. So what happens? City field will be selected. After that, your script will wait for 40 seconds. On the 40 seconds, you go to your automation browser and enter the captcha manually. Manually enter பண்ணிட்டு just wait. After the 40th second, your script will click on the green color button. On the application coming, show the Rediff application. Your script will click on the after 40th second. Your script will click on that create my account button. That's all. This is how you can automate captcha. How many of you understood? Na script எழுதி காமிச்சிட்டோம் உங்களுக்கு. How many of you understood the concept now? How to automate captcha? How many of you understood, guys? Clear, na? So you are halting. You are basically halting your script for 40 seconds or 30 seconds. At that time, you go and type the captcha manually and wait for the time to complete. அதுக்கப்புறமா as usual script will continue its work. Okay, this is how you can bypass the captcha. You can tell the same solution in your interview results. Captcha cannot be automated. That's the straightforward answer. If they ask, okay, tell me any other solution, since you are an automation engineer, tell me some other solution. You can actually bypass that particular captcha by in this way, by entering manually. Clear? So in the form, நீங்களே முடிச்சிடுங்க. In the form, following இல்ல preceding ஏதோ ஒன்று யூஸ் பண்ணி இந்த form நீங்க முடிக்கணும். This is your second assignment. Okay. This is your second assignment. Now we'll go to the actual concept for today. We'll see pop-ups. We'll see pop-ups today. That's a very important concept. Okay. So, guys, are you guys clear with the assignments, right? First one is the JPEG store form, and then second one is Rediff. Clear, right? So you need to. Okay. How are you going to send the assignment? I'll explain. How are you going to send the assignment? You should not send the script. You should not send the code. எனக்கு கோட் அனுப்பக்கூடாது. ஓகேவா? எனக்கு வீடியோ அனுப்பணும். அந்த வீடியோ எப்படி எடுக்கணும்னா there are some tools in internet. Okay, one is VLC media player, the other one is ice cream screen recorder. Kavya, can you open the new tab? Yeah. Go to Google and type ice cream screen recorder. Ice cream screen recorder. Ice cream. சாப்பிடுறோம் ice cream. Ice cream, yeah. Yeah. Ice cream, yeah. Screen recorder. Okay, so this is a free tool. You need to install in your machine. Okay, நீங்க என்ன பண்ணணும்னா you need to install in your machine, download and install in your machine. What it does is it will record your screen. Whatever you do in your screen, it can be recorded. There is one another software also. I think you people will be using a VLC software. ஓகே, விஎல்சி யூஸ் பண்ணுவீங்கன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். விஎல்சி மீடியா பிளேயர் யூஸ் பண்ணுவீங்களா? எல்லாருமே படம் எல்லாம் பார்க்கறதுக்கு யூஸ் பண்ணுவீங்களா விஎல்சி மீடியா பிளேயர்? ஓகே, தட் விஎல்சி வில் ஆல்சோ ஹேவ் அ ஆப்ஷன் டு ரெக்கார்ட் யுவர் ஸ்கிரீன். விஎல்சிலையும் ஸ்கிரீன் ரெக்கார்ட் பண்றதுக்கு ஒரு ஆப்ஷன் இருக்கு. இஃப் யூ ஹேவ் விஎல்சி, யுவர் ப்ராப்ளம் இஸ் சால்வ்ட். ஸோ நீங்க என்ன பண்ணணும்னா, you need to, once you download the software, install it, what you need to do is start the recorder. Okay, so the recorder will start capturing your screen. Okay, நீங்க என்ன பண்ணணும்னா, first you need to show me your script. ஒரு வாட்டி எக்லிப்ஸ்க்கு போங்க காவ்யா. First you need to show me the script, whatever you have written. For example, அந்த ஃபார்மிக்கு போங்களே, ஃபார்மி. Yes. So if this is your script, you need to show me the complete script in your video first. Complete script. எதா இருந்தாலும் சின்ன, எதா இருந்தாலும். ஐம் ஜஸ்ட் டெல்லிங் சம் சாம்பிள் சாஃப்ட்வேர்ஸ். ஒன் இஸ் ஐஸ் கிரீம், செகண்ட் ஒன் இஸ் ஸ்கிரீனோமேட்டிக்னு ஒன்று இருக்கு, விஎல்சி இருக்கு. ஸோ விச் எவர் சாஃப்ட்வேர் யூ ஆர் கம்ஃபர்டபுள், ஸ்கிரீன் ரெக்கார்டிங் சாஃப்ட்வேர்ஸ், யூ கோ அஹெட் அண்ட் யூஸ் இட். ஓகே, ஸோ யூ நீட் டு ஷோ மீ த ஸ்கிரிப்ட் இன் யுவர் வீடியோ இட் செல்ஃப். ஸோ ஒன்ஸ் த ஸ்கிரிப்ட் யூ ஹவ் ஷோன், தென் யூ நீட் டு ரன் த ஸ்கிரிப்ட். ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள், ரைட் கிளிக், ரன் ஆஸ் பண்ணுங்க கவி. ஸோ ஆஸ் யூஷுவல், ரைட் கிளிக், ரன் ஆஸ் ஜாவா அப்ளிகேஷன். இது அப்படியே பண்ணணும். வீடியோ ஸ்கிரீன் ரெக்கார்ட் பண்றப்பவே you need to do this. First show me the script and then run the script. Okay, let the script run. So script எல்லாம் ரன் ஆகி முடிக்கிற வரைக்கும் அப்படியே you need to record everything. Okay, so once the script is recorded, then you need to go back to your Eclipse. You need to go back to your Eclipse and show me the console and then stop the recording. what video file will be saved in your machine? You need to send that video file in email to me. I think I have shared my email ID to everyone. So for example, today I have given 2 assignments, all the videos in a single email and send it. If the size is big, drop in Google Drive, all the videos drop in Google Drive and share the link in email. Okay. So basically you need to show me the script first. Once the script, once you have shown the complete script, then you run the script. Once the script runs, show me the console and then stop the recording, send the video file and email. Clear ஆன தம்பி எல்லாருக்குமே அசைன்மெண்ட்ஸ் எப்படி பண்ணணும்னு, எப்படி சப்மிட் பண்ணணும்னு அசைன்மெண்ட். There are many more assignments. நீங்க ரொம்ப பிஸியா இருக்க போறாங்க. நிறைய வெப்சைட்ஸ் we are going to automate in class. நிறைய வெப்சைட்ஸ் I am going to give you for your practice. ஓகே, இன்னொரு 3 weeks தான். இன்னொரு 3 weeksல எல்லாரும் automation engineers ஆயிடணும். ஓகே, are you guys clear how to record and submit the assignments before we switch into the next concept? Are you guys clear how to record and submit? Okay, don't never ever send the code. நீங்க கோட் யாராவது எனக்கு சென்ட் பண்ணீங்கன்னா பெஸ்ட், நான் ரிப்ளை கூட பண்ண மாட்டேன் அந்த இமெயிலுக்கு. கோட் சென்ட் பண்ணீங்கன்னா அது ஒர்க் ஆகுமா இல்லையா, how can I know? ஸோ நீங்களே கோட் காமிச்சிட்டு நீங்களே உங்க மெஷின்ல ரன் பண்ணிட்டு தான் நீங்க யூ நீட் டு ப்ரூவ் தட் இட் இஸ் ஒர்க்கிங். நான் அங்கே வரேன் சாம், டோன்ட் வரி. நான் எத்தனை அசைன்மெண்ட்ஸ் கொடுக்குறேனோ அதை பொறுத்து I'll tell. Okay, good guys, we'll go to the next concept. Now JavaScript pop-ups. So we'll start. Okay, so pop-ups. So shall we start or do you want break run now itself? If I break எடுத்துட்டு வந்துடுறீங்களா இல்ல shall I continue? What's your take? Break எடுத்துட்டு வந்துடுறீங்களா இல்ல shall I continue? சரி சொல்லுங்கடா, பிரேக் வேணுமா? அதுக்கே நீங்க அவ்வளோ பிரேக் எடுத்துறீங்க. நிறைய பேர் பிரேக் தான் கேட்குறாங்கடா. ஓகே, சரி ஃபைன். டேக் பிரேக் அண்ட் கம் பேக் பை 10:45. ஆஃப்டர் தட் வில் கண்டினியூ டில் 1. Okay, take break and come back. Okay, resume, right? Good. Okay, now we are going to see a concept called pop-ups, which is going to be a very crucial concept and very important concept for automation and for interviews also. Okay, I'll share my screen for 5 to 10 minutes. Before that. Okay, I'll share my screen. Kavya, about 10 minutes, I'll share my screen and then I'll give you access. I hope everyone are able to see my screen. Is everyone able to see my screen, guys? Okay, good. So this was the very first technical concept that we discussed, that is HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Now I think you can understand. I think you might have realized that we spent some time on HTML and it's worth it. Okay, based on HTML only you're able to locate everything. Okay, so HTML is used to create the web pages. CSS is used to design the HTML page. So whatever we create, like a skeleton part, we add some stylings. That is nothing but design using CSS. And then we are coming to JavaScript. We'll talk about CSS later after 2 to 3 classes. So we'll talk about JavaScript now. So JavaScript will make the website interactive with you. So JavaScript will make the website interactive. Interactive means the particular website will talk to you. The particular website will talk to you. I'm going to show practical examples, don't worry. So this is basically HTML, this is CSS, and this is JavaScript. Now we are going to see how to automate these kind of JavaScript applications. Okay, so JavaScript applications are many. There are many JavaScript applications, but using Selenium, we usually automate only one concept, that is pop-ups. Okay, so pop-ups are basically 3 types, which I'll show you. Kavya, you can share your screen. So you're the presenter now. So I want everyone to watch Kavya's screen for next 10 minutes. Then we'll start the practicals. Kavya, go to Retif. Go to your Chrome browser. Okay, you can close the automation browser. Close quit pati yaro kettingala. Once we are done with the pop-ups concept we'll discuss close on it. Okay, close this panel. That's not required. The HTML panel you can close. Okay, go back in Rediff. Very good. Good. Now in this login page, we are not going to enter any username and password. Okay, first we are not going to enter any username and password. Click on that sign in button. Don't enter any username and password. Click on the sign in button. So do you see a pop-up talking to you? Basically, that pop-up is talking to you. It's interacting with you. So it is saying, okay, please enter a valid username. It is asking you, please enter a valid username. Then that OK button is nothing but you are responding to that pop-up. That OK button, when you click on that OK button, that is basically you are actually interacting with the website. So click on that OK button. So what's the error? Please enter a valid username. Okay, good. You enter something in username. Enter something in username. Type anything. Okay, good. Now click on sign in button. Now password, keep it blank. Now click on sign in. Do you see the pop-up value is changed? Please enter your password. So it is basically talking to you. So one by one. So okay, you have entered the username. Very good. Now can you enter the password? So these kind of pop-ups are basically developed using JavaScript. These kind of pop-ups are basically developed using JavaScript. Okay, so the pop-ups are basically three types. One is alert pop-up. Second one is confirmation pop-up. Third one is prompt pop-up. Okay, I'm going to show you all the three pop-ups practically. So first of all, have you understood what is a pop-up? How the pop-up works? What's the purpose of the pop-up? The purpose of the pop-up is giving a message to you. Or getting some information. Everything I'm going to show you practically. But first of all, have you understood the pop-ups concept? You might have come across many pop-ups in your career, but we are going to see how to automate that pop-up now. Okay. Pop-up one. Okay, I'm going to show all the three pop-ups. Kavya, I'll give you one URL. Can you open that URL? I'll give it to everyone in this. So I've sent one URL to everyone. You guys can open that URL in your Chrome browser. Kavya, நீங்களும் open பண்ணுங்க. Yeah, hit in another tab. Yeah, hit enter. Okay. எல்லாரும் ஓபன் பண்ணிட்டீங்களா சின்ன? எல்லாரும் ஓபன் பண்ணிட்டீங்களா சின்ன? That's a good question, Parvashari. Okay, that's a technical question. I can explain. Okay, now உங்களுக்கு ஓரளவுக்கு explain பண்றேன், but I don't know how you will grasp it. So basically, TypeScript வந்து என்னன்னா, TypeScript ஒரு இன்டர்ஃபேஸ்ன்றது இருக்கும். இப்போ HTML-க்கு எப்படி ஒரு இன்டர்ஃபேஸ் இருக்கு? இப்போ HTML கோட் உங்களால பார்க்க முடியுது. ஓகே, பரமேஸ்வர் கொஸ்டின் என்ன கேட்டாங்க? TypeScript-க்கு JavaScript டிஃபரன்ஸ் என்ன கேட்டாங்க? ஸோ TypeScript என்னன்னா, இப்போ HTML-க்கு ஒரு இன்டர்ஃபேஸ்னு இருக்கு. அது ஒரு கோட் இருக்கு. அந்த கோட் எல்லாம் நீங்க பார்க்கலாம். ஓகேனா, பட் JavaScript-க்கு எந்த இன்டர்ஃபேஸுமே இருக்காது. ஓகே, JavaScript-க்கு எந்த இன்டர்ஃபேஸுமே இருக்காது. அது இப்போ நான் எப்படி காமிக்க போறேன். ஓகே, அண்ட் ஆல்சோ ஆப்ஜெக்ட் ஓரியன்டட் ப்ரோக்ராமிங் உங்களுக்கு தெரியும்ல, ஊப்ஸ் கான்செப்ட்ஸ் எல்லாம் TypeScript-ல வரும், பட் JavaScript-ல வராது. ஓகே, JavaScript வந்து ஜஸ்ட் ஸ்கிரிப்டிங் லாங்குவேஜ். ஸோ நீங்க இப்போ ஃபேஸ்புக் எல்லாம் யூஸ் பண்றீங்களா? ஃபேஸ்புக் ஆப் மொபைல்ஸ்ல ஃபேஸ்புக் ஆப் எல்லாம் உங்களுக்கு மொபைல் ஆப் எல்லாம் பாத்தீங்கன்னா யூ வில் ஸ்க்ரோல் அப் ஆர் டவுன், ரைட் சைடு லெஃப்ட் சைடு எல்லாம் ஸ்க்ரோல் பண்ணுவீங்க, தெரியும்ல. மொபைல்ல நிறைய ஆப்ஸ் யூஸ் பண்ணிருப்பீங்களா? ட்விட்டர் ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள், ட்விட்டர் யூஸ் பண்றீங்கன்னா மேல ஸ்க்ரோல் பண்ணும். இன்ஸ்டாகிராம் யூஸ் பண்றீங்கன்னா ரைட் சைடு. ஸோ basically these scroll actions can be developed using JavaScript. So basically TypeScript-க்கு JavaScript-க்கு பர்பஸ் ஒன்னா இருந்தாலும் அதோட இன்டர்ஃபேஸ் டிஃபரெண்டா இருக்கும். Okay, so எது எங்க யூஸ் பண்ணோன்றது it depends on the application that you are developing. Okay, so this did I answer your question? ஓரளவுக்கு I can explain, but நான் கோடிங் பண்ணி உங்களுக்கு காமிக்கணும்னா that's out of syllabus. I cannot show you now. Okay, உங்களுக்கு கோட் பண்ணி definitely I can show, but அது இப்போ we can't spend time on that. oops கான்செப்ட்ஸ் எல்லாம் பேசிக்கலி டைப் ஸ்கிரிப்ட்ல வரும், இதுல வராது. அது நீங்க so that you can conclude. ஸோ நிறைய மாடியூல்ஸ் எல்லாம் வச்சு நீங்க எழுதலாம் டைப் ஸ்கிரிப்ட்ல, பட் மாடியூல்ஸ் கான்செப்ட் அதெல்லாம் உங்களுக்கு வராது இதுல. ஐ மீன் ஜாவா ஸ்கிரிப்ட்ல. ஸோ நார்மல் ஸ்கிரிப்டிங் லாங்குவேஜ் அவ்வளோ எங்க தேவையோ அங்கே எழுதுறது. Did I answer your question, Parmeshwar? ஸ்கிரிப்ட் பண்ணி காமிச்சா I can explain you in a better way, but we can't spend that time on that. Okay, good. Sir, guys, I want everyone to watch Kavya screen for a minute. So for next 2 minutes, pay attention. Okay, so இப்போ first ஒரு click me button இருக்குல்ல Kavya, click on that. Yes, இப்போ ஒரு pop-up வந்திருக்குல்லச்சுனா, so this pop-up is nothing but alert pop-up. It will have only one button will be there, okay button. I'll tell one example. So today I have sent a message to you at around 8:45 or something, saying that okay, power shutdown in my area. We'll start the class by 9:15. Okay, that's an alert. What's your response to that? What's your response to my message? என்ன ரெஸ்பான்ஸ்? சில பேர் அதை கண்டுகொடுக்கல, சில பேர் ரெஸ்பாண்ட் பண்ணாங்க. என்ன ரெஸ்பாண்ட் பண்ணீங்க ஆக்சுவலா? ஓகே, ஃபைன். So basically, I'm alerting you. Now, ஒரு alert கொடுக்குறேன் உங்களுக்கு. I am giving an alert. Today, I am due to power shutdown at my home, so I can take class at 9:50. Just an alerting you because you don't need to come and wait for me for 10 to 15 minutes. So I just give an alert. I gave an alert for you. You don't need to wait, guys. Join at 9:50. So the response from you guys are basically okay. Okay, that is nothing but alert pop-up. This is nothing but alert pop-up. For example, if someone says, okay, good morning, you can either reply as good morning or okay, fine. That's an alert. Okay, now second pop-up, okay, only one button will be there, only one response, that is okay button. Now scroll down, Kavya. Do you see one more click my button? Yeah, click that. Do you see one more pop-up here? This pop-up is nothing but confirmation pop-up. For example, if I ask you, okay, can I take class tomorrow? Can I take one more class tomorrow? Tomorrow is Monday. You people are weekend batch guys, but can I take class tomorrow? That's a question to you. அப்ப நீங்க என்ன ஆன்சர் கொடுப்பீங்க? either yes or no. For example, if I ask you, okay, the class is till 1 o'clock. Shall I take the class till 1:30? Shall I take the class till 1? Shall I take the class till 1:30? That's an yes or no question. Okay, so this kind of pop-ups are nothing but confirmation pop-ups. Confirmation means it will ask for your confirmation. Maybe you people might have noticed. Maybe you people might have noticed. Or ஏதாவது பெரிய form fill பண்றப்ப, have you ever noticed like when you are filling a big form and if you try to close that form without completing the form, you are filling a big form, first name, last name, address, everything. You did not complete the form and you are trying to close that form. At the time, one pop-up will come. Okay, do you want to save? Yes or no? I mean, okay and cancel. Or do you still want to close it? Yes or no? Have you ever seen those kind of pop-ups? Yes, save or discard. That's a correct point. Save or discard. Have you ever seen that? So those are called confirmation pop-ups. It is asking for you for a confirmation, yes or no. You can give yes or no based on the scenario. Okay. Now click on okay. But this is confirmation pop-up. Click on okay. Now scroll down. There will be one more click. Yeah, click that. This is prompt pop-up. This is prompt pop-up. Similar to confirmation pop-up. You will have two buttons, okay and cancel. Okay and cancel will be there. But additionally, there will be a text field also will be there. For example, I am asking you, okay, can I take class tomorrow? At what time you people will be available? With yes or no answer, you need to tell me the time also when you are available to take the class. Okay. For example, if I ask you, okay, can I guys buy you a biryani for all the 80 people? Can I buy you a biryani for all the 80 people? That will be an yes or no question. But if I ask you, okay, I want to buy biryani for you people, which biryani do you prefer, veg, non-veg? That's a prompt pop-up. Are you getting the point? Are you getting the difference between all the three pop-ups? Alert pop-up is just an alert. The response will be okay. That's all. Confirmation pop-up will have two answers, either okay or cancel. It's basically confirming with you whether you people are available or not, whether you people can come tomorrow or not. That is confirmation. Prompt pop-up is yes, you're confirming yes or no with some response from your end. For example, in this particular scenario, please enter your name. It is asking you to enter your name. You need to enter a value in that particular field and then either click or okay or cancel. So these are the three pop-ups we have globally. Global ave moone mun pop-up there. There are only three pop-ups: alert, confirm, and prompt. Okay. So how we are going to handle these pop-ups are going to be our next topic. Okay. Are you guys clear with these pop-ups and types of pop-ups before we start scripting? Before we get into the actual concept? Please confirm me before we start our actual concept. So you understood what is pop-up, right? What are the three types of pop-ups? Everyone, please confirm. It's going to be a very interesting concept and very, very, very important concept in interviews. Without pop-ups question, there will not be any interview. Without pop-ups question, how will you automate this pop-up? How will you automate this pop-up? There will not be any interview for sure. Okay, good. Now, click on. Can you guys create a class with the name? We'll write one program for one pop-up. Okay, so can you guys create a class with the name handling alert pop-up? First, we'll see alert pop-up. So can you guys create a class with the name handling alert pop-up? First, we'll say alert pop-up. Handling alert pop-up. A caps. So for each word, use capital M. Good. Alert pop-up. Very good. Main method, and then complete the script until maximizing the URL that I gave. Hitting the URL and maximizing. The URL I gave, right? So complete the script until hitting the URL and maximizing the page. Copy paste. Just paste that URL, Kavya. இப்போ நீங்க வெப்சைட் ஒன்று வச்சிருக்கீங்களா, அதோட URL அந்த URL தான். Absolutely. Sorry, I got a call, so I was on mute. Excellent. Absolutely, Pavitra, you can check in. Okay, I'll explain Salokumar, don't worry. Sorry, I was attending a call, so mute la irundha. So உங்களுக்கு அந்த URL வேணுமா திருப்பி? I'll send one more time. நிறைய பேர்கிட்ட URL இல்லைன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். I'm sending the URL one more time. Selvakumar, listen carefully. So Selvakumar என்ன கேட்கிறாருன்னா, why should I not use that green color button to run the program? I told you, right, you are going to miss 3 interview questions. So I'll explain one more time. He wants to explain one more time. Kavya, can you right click on the program? அந்த ப்ரோக்ராம்ல எங்காவது ரைட் கிளிக் பண்ணுங்க. செல்வகுமார் கவனமா பாருங்க. ஸோ ரன் ஆஸ் கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா, so in that run as, for normal Selenium program, you will get an option called Java application. For normal Selenium program, you will get Java application option. When you write test-edge program, we are going to write test-edge program in another 2 weeks. When you write test-edge program, that option will be test-edge test. That option will be test-edge test. Java application or test-edge test. அதுவே டெஸ்ட் என்ஜி எக்ஸ்எம்எல் இருந்து ரன் பண்ண போறோம். அது ஆஃப்டர் 2 weeks அப்புறம் எப்படி பார்ப்போம். அப்போ டெஸ்ட் என்ஜி சூட் வரும். ஸோ அதுதான் அந்த த்ரீ ஆப்ஷன்ஸ் which will vary for each type of program. ஸோ அது நீங்க டைரக்டா ப்ளே பட்டன் யூஸ் பண்றீங்கன்னு வச்சுக்கீங்களேன், அந்த ஆப்ஷனை நீங்க யூஸ் பண்ண மாட்டீங்க. யூ ஆர் கோயிங் டு மிஸ் ஒன் கொஸ்டின். சரி, முடிச்சிட்டீங்களா? எல்லாருமே மேக்ஸிமைஸ் பண்ற வரைக்கும் முடிச்சிட்டீங்கன்னா சொல்லுங்க. We'll start our concept. No problem, Selva. URL லைட் பண்ணி மேக்ஸிமைஸ் பண்ண முடிச்சிட்டீங்களா? பீப்புள் வித் லேப்டாப்ஸ் யூ நீட் டு பி அது எஸ்கேப் கொடுத்துருங்க. கவ்யா, யூ கேன் க்ளோஸ் தட் பேனல். பீப்புள் வித் லேப்டாப்ஸ் யூ நீட் டு டெல் மீ டு கண்டினியூ, இல்லைன்னா லேட் ஆகிடும். வெரி இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங் கான்செப்ட், வெரி இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங் கான்செப்ட். முடிச்சிட்டீங்களாடா? பீப்புள் வித் லேப்டாப்ஸ் கன்ஃபார்ம் மீ. Are you guys done until this? Hitting the URL and maximizing. So the statement system.set property will just tell which driver you are going to use, where it is. That's all. It will not open the driver. Only the statement WebDriver is equal to new Chrome driver will open the driver. Keep that in mind. Driver open பண்றதுக்கு statement என்னன்னா system.set property கிடையாது. Driver open பண்றதுக்கு statement வந்து WebDriver is equal to new Chrome driver. Okay, now we are going to first automate the alert pop-up. So Kavya, go to Chrome browser. So scroll up. So we are going to click on that click me button. So once you click on that click me button, you will get that alert pop-up. Click பண்ணுங்க. So once you click on that click me button, you will get this pop-up. This is alert pop-up. So can you guys find the locator of that click me button? அது க்ளோஸ் பண்ணிடுங்க. pop-up க்ளோஸ் பண்ணிட்டு, can you guys find the locator for the click me button? First அது கிளிக் பண்ற வரைக்கும் எழுதிடலாம். We'll complete the script until clicking the click me button. Yeah, inspect பண்ணுங்க. Break. வாங்க ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இன்ஸ்பெக்ட் பண்ணுங்க. அந்த கிளிக் மீ பட்டன் இன்ஸ்பெக்ட் பண்ணிட்டு லொகேட்டர் எடுத்துட்டு வந்துடுங்க. Yeah, right click, inspect. So the flow is we need to hit this URL, maximize, and then we'll click on the click me button. Okay, that's the flow. So do you have locators for the click me button? No ID, no name. We have only class. Don't use the class. It is dangerous. So you have content. So use content and write the XPath. Use contains text or text, whatever you are comfortable. Use contains text or text for that text XPath, whatever you are comfortable. The double slash start tag is button. Start tag is button, square brackets. Use contains text use பண்ணிக்கீங்க. I'll text method. Okay, no problem. Text உங்க இஷ்டம். இது வேணா யூஸ் பண்ணுங்க. That's fine. Contains. Very good. Text method. Comma. Single quotes. Yeah, in single quotes. Drop the text. And check whether how many elements match. I think it will match 2 elements because it will match the one more click me button in the bottom. இப்போ கீழே பாத்தீங்கன்னா இன்னொரு click me button இருக்கும். So it is matching both. So start index. Put the whole XPath in circular brackets. Put the complete XPath in circular brackets. மொத்த XPath circular bracketல போட்டுட்டு அப்புறமா index. Put square brackets at the end. Yeah, very good. Give index 1. That's all. One element matching. That is our click me button. So bring this XPath and write a script. Driver.find element by XPath.click and run the program and check whether the pop-up is opening or not. Yeah, கடைசில .click. அவ்வளவுதான் முடிஞ்சிச்சு. .click. Very good. Click is a method, so circular brackets போட்டுடுங்க. .click. Very good. ரன் பண்ணி பாத்துக்கீங்க. பாப்அப் ஓபன் ஆகுதா ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பாருங்க காவியா. யாராவது முடிச்சிட்டீங்களா? ரன் பாத்துக்கீங்க. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பாப்அப் ஓபன் ஆகுதா பாருங்க. Then we'll come to automating that pop-up. Whoever has completed until this, clicking that click me button, complete the script until run the script and check whether the pop-up is opening or not. That's all. Pop-up is opening. Perfect. Now we'll come to how to close that pop-up. That will come to that. Wait. எல்லாரும் இது வரைக்கும் முடிச்சிட்டீங்களா? Have you guys completed until this? கம்ப்ளீட் பண்ணிட்டீங்கன்னா அந்த பாப்பப் ஓப்பன் ஆகுத பாருங்க. அலர்ட் பாப்பப் ஓப்பன் ஆகும். ஓகே, முடிச்சிட்டீங்கன்னா சொல்லுங்க. People with laptops, let me know once you're done. If you want me to wait, let me. I'll wait. People with laptops, please let me know. Is it done? You don't want me to wait? Concept kulla polama nanu. Okay, good. முடிச்சிட்டீங்களாடா? Okay, good. Now let's hold this program. இந்த program அப்படியே ஹோல்ட் பண்ணுங்க. இங்க ஒரு சின்ன கான்செப்ட் பேசிட்டு அப்புறம் வரலாம். We'll discuss one concept and we'll come back to this program. Can you guys create a new class with the name get methods? Get methods பேசிட்டு அப்புறம் இங்க வரலாம். Okay, we'll continue this program after talking about get methods. Can you guys create a new class with the name get methods? அது பேஸ்டிக்கு வந்திருக்கணும். கொஞ்சம் கன்ஃபியூஸ் ஆயிட்டேன் நான். So I thought we talked about it. நேத்து தான் get methods வேற ஒரு பேட்ச் பேசினேன். So I thought we discussed. So get methods ஒரு கிளாஸ் கிரியேட் பண்ணிக்கங்க. நீங்க நம்ம பேசல இது பத்தி. So finish கொடுத்துருங்க. Good. புதுசா ஒரு கிளாஸ் கிரியேட் பண்ணிக்கங்க get methods கிரியேட் பண்ணிட்டு எல்லாருமே Chrome ப்ரௌசர்ல ஜீரோ வெப் வெப்சைட் ஓபன் பண்ணிக்கங்க. அந்த ஆட்டோமேஷன் ப்ரௌசர் க்ளோஸ் பண்ணிடுங்க. காவ்யா, close the browser. Everyone open zero web website in your Chrome browser. We will discuss one concept called get methods and we'll come to and we'll resume the pop-ups thing. Okay, can you guys complete the script until opening this browser, opening this app and maximize in the zero web website open பண்ணி maximize பண்றதுக்கு script முடிச்சிடுங்க அந்த get methods classல. We'll come back to this pop-up after 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, அங்க ஒரு சின்ன கான்செப்ட் பேஸ்டிங் வரலாம். முடிச்சிட்டீங்களாடா? People with laptops, please respond. Have you guys completed until that for zero web website URL open பண்ணி மேக்ஸிமைஸ் பண்றதுக்கு கொஞ்சம் லேப்டாப்ஸ் இருக்கிறவங்க கொஞ்சம் ப்ரோஆக்டிவா இருக்கணும். ஆனா உங்களுக்காக வெயிட் பண்றது மொபைல்ல ஜாயின் பண்ணவங்க அவங்க பாத்துக்குவாங்க, எந்த பிரச்சனை இருக்காது. நீங்க எழுதுறதுக்காக தான் வெயிட் பண்றோம். ஸோ நீங்க அதான் கொஞ்சம் ப்ரோஆக்டிவா நான் கேட்கற முன்னாடி சொல்லுங்க. ஓகே, குட். Now we are going to see one important concept called get methods. அது என்னன்னா, first method, go to the Chrome browser, go to that zero web website, Kavya. So I want everyone to watch Kavya's screen for a minute. Can you guys tell me what's the title of this web page? Now I'm already page no idapatti. Can you guys tell me what's the title of this web page? What's the title of this web page? Zero bank illa mela theriyada. Is the title of the web page is Zero Bank or the one that is displayed on top? On the mela theriyadu. That's the actual title of the page. Okay. Can you inspect anywhere ma? Edo or edathila inspect pannunga. Application. Yeah, inspect. Right click, inspect. Number we talked about head and body, if you remember. Okay. So close the body ma. Close that body node. Body and மேல இருக்கு பாருங்க, அதை க்ளோஸ் பண்ணிடுங்க. கொஞ்சம் மேல இன்னும் அதை க்ளோஸ் பண்ணிடுங்க. Open that head. Head open பண்ணிக்கங்க. Yeah. If you open that head, do you see title start tag there? There it is. Okay. Title அதுல content என்ன இருக்கோ அதுதான் மேல வரும். That's the title. Okay. You can actually print this title in your console. Okay. So for example, in manual testing, there is a flow. You need to open the zero personal banking and then click on sign in and then log in and log out. That's the flow you need to do in manual testing. You cannot blindly come and click on sign in button, right? First you need to confirm whether you are in proper URL or not. Proper title is displayed or there or not in the further web page. First you will double confirm whether you are in proper page or not. Then only you will continue by clicking on sign in button. And then when you go to the login page, there also you will check the title, you will check the URL, everything. That's how you will proceed with manual testing also. You cannot blindly click on all the buttons in the test case and continue till the end. In manual testing also, you need to double check the web page whether are you in correct page or not by checking the URLs, by checking the title, everything. For example, if you are in Flipkart site, if the title is displayed as Facebook, that's a defect. Okay, so that's my point. So whenever you navigate or browse any website, make sure the URL is correct and title is correct in manual testing. The same way we can check in automation also. We can print these values in automation also using get methods. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do that. Priyanka, come to the script. I want everyone to watch Kavya's screen. Sorry, not Priyanka, Kavya's screen. Okay, now as usual, we need to tell driver to get the title of the page. Okay, so driver dot type get. Do you see get methods there? So do you see get title? What's the data type of that particular thing? String. What's the data type of that particular output value? It's going to be a string. Okay, now keep that in mind. Hit enter. So if I want to print the title, basically I need to put the whole statement in sysout. So can you do one thing, Kavya? Copy the whole, cut the whole statement, driver.get title, cut the whole statement, select the whole statement and cut, Control X. Complete a mother statement, the driver.get mother. Or what controls it on the side, on the statement matra select பண்ணிக்கங்க. அந்த மொத்த லைன் கிடையாது, அந்த லைன் driver.get title மatra select பண்ணி கட் பண்ணிடுங்க. Cut. Yeah, right. Sysout sysout correct da sysout control space bar. Absolutely தரணும், அதான் பண்ண போறோம் next. Okay, paste the value in that. அந்த brackets குள்ள நீங்க இப்ப கட் பண்ணது பேஸ்ட் பண்ணிடுங்க. Okay, so basically என்ன நடக்கும், driver will get the title and since you have put that in sysout, that will be printed in console. Watch carefully. Run the program. Save and run the program. Don't write the script, guys. I'll give time. Watch. First understand the concept. Run as Java application. Good. So the URL is opened. It maximized. Now let's go and check the console. Go and check the console. Do you see the title is printed? So basically the driver has got the title, and since we have put that whole statement in sysout, that is printed in console. This is one way of printing the title. The other way of printing the title is improving our coding standards. Don't write the statement directly in sysout. Since the value that is bringing is string, value string, let's store it in a string and then sysout, so that your code will be clear and neat. So நீங்க என்ன பண்றீங்கன்னா காவ்யா comment out the line number 14 comment பண்ணிடுங்க. Now write driver dot get title, driver dot get title. So basically the get title value will be string. Am I correct? So hit enter, put semicolon in the end. So since it is bringing a title, string value, store that in a string. நீங்க என்ன பண்ணணும்னா இப்போ once you go to a supermarket or once you go to a vegetable market, if you buy vegetables, where will you store those vegetables? Or cover or baggage la dana store பண்ணி எடுத்துட்டு வருவீங்க. You will put whatever vegetables or fruits that you buy, you will put that in a baggage and then bring to your home, right? The same concept. So driver is bringing the title, which is of string variable, string data type. Store that in a string. So நீங்க என்ன பண்ணணும்னா அதே லைன்லயே காவ்யா in the same line before driver type string s caps string space page title. Give the string variable name whatever you want. Page title, for example, give a relevant name. So page title, t caps page title. ஒரு வேர்டுக்குமே ஃபர்ஸ்ட் லெட்டர் இப்போவுமே கேபிட்டல்ஸ் வச்சுக்கோங்க. That's the coding standards. Title is equal to. That's all. So the title, whichever driver is bringing, will be stored in page title. Now in the next line, sys out, control space bar and put that string. And the string idhula podunga. Page title என்றது இந்த bracketல போட்டுடுங்க. Type page title. That's all. Now run the program. The same title will be printed, okay, but we are improving our coding standards. That's all. So you can directly write in sysout driver.get title and sysout le direct neenga eludiralam, okay, but store that as string and then print, so that you, if anywhere if you want to use that title, you can use that variable, okay. Ungalku reuse pannikradhukku easy ah irukum. Cheptana Haritha, first focus chepta. Can you go and check in console? You see the title is printed. How many of you understood? Guys? Concept purinjicha. Driver.get title means driver will get the title of the page where you are in. So once on the title edutittu varadhu vandu, it's a string. Basically it's a string, it's a data type of string. So store the value in a string and then print that string value. That's all. Simple thing. Have you guys understood? I can see 80 people, only 10 people are responding. Enachara Sunday nalla non-veg சாப்பிட்டு படுத்துட்டீங்களா என்ன? Mobile போட்டு. Okay. So have you guys understood? So two people asked me to repeat. One is Kritika, the other one is Haritha கேட்டிருக்காங்க. I can explain for them. ஹரிஷ் குமார் நான் அதான் எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்றது. Absolutely, Rahul. So get title method என்ன பண்ணோம்னா டைரக்டா எந்த பேஜ்ல இருக்கீங்களோ அந்த பேஜோட டைட்டில் எடுத்துட்டு வந்து print பண்ணிடும். ஓகே, ஹரிஷ் நான் உங்களுக்கு எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணதான். ஸோ மேனுவல் டெஸ்டிங் நீங்க பண்றப்போ, கிருத்திகா நீங்களும் கேட்டிருக்கீங்க. ஸோ சின்ஸ் யுவர் கனெக்ஷன் இஸ் ஃபாஸ்ட். ஸோ மேனுவல் டெஸ்டிங் பண்றப்போ சின்ன whoever is understood complete the script for this get title. We'll see there are many get methods we are going to see one by one. Whoever is understood complete the script. ஹரிஷ், கிருத்திகா கவனமா கேளுங்க. ஸோ whenever you do manual testing, for example, you are testing login flow, you cannot blindly click on login button. You cannot blindly type username and password, go to the login page and log in. Whenever you do manual testing also, you will do some verifications by checking the title, checking the URLs, everything to cross verify whether are you in correct page or not. In the same way, in automation also, there are some get methods which you can use wherever you can. Wherever you feel you want to use get methods, you can use. Okay. In the same way, when you are in a page, you can get the title of the page and print in console, so that after the script is executed, you can check in console whether you have executed the script in proper page or not. அதே மாதிரி URL print பண்ண போறோம், நம்ம URL print பண்ண போறோம், நிறைய print பண்ண போறோம். Okay. So these get methods are like verification points for you. Okay. நான் அப்பதான் எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்றேன், கொஞ்சம் கவனமா கேளுங்க. நான் ஆல்ரெடி தேர்ட் டைம் எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்றேன் the same concept. So these kind of get methods are basically verification points. நீங்க வெரிஃபை பண்ணிக்கிறதுக்கு கரெக்டான பேஜ்ல இருக்கோமா இல்லையா, கரெக்டான URL ஹிட் பண்றோமா இல்லையா. மேனுவல் டெஸ்டிங்ல பண்ணுவீங்களா இல்லையா, அது ஆட்டோமேஷன்ல எப்படி பண்ண முடியும்? ஆட்டோமேஷன்ல அது கன்சோல்ல பிரிண்ட் பண்ணிட்டு தான் நீங்க செக் பண்ண முடியும். ஏன்னா ஃபார் நவ் யூ ஆர் ரன்னிங் த ஸ்கிரிப்ட் பிஃபோர் சிட்டிங் யுவர் சிஸ்டம். ரியல் டைம்ல தேர் வில் பி 100 to 200 ஸ்கிரிப்ட்ஸ். ஒன்ஸ் யூ ரன் த ஸ்கிரிப்ட் யூ ஷுட் நாட் சிட் இன் யுவர் மெஷின். அந்த நான் மெஷின் முன்னாடி உட்காந்துட்டு நான் பார்த்துட்டே இருக்கேன்னா உங்க லீடு வந்து செருப்பால் அடிச்சிடுவார். ஓகே, அதெல்லாம் கிடையாது, நீ போய் மற்ற வேலை பாரு, அது ரன் ஆனதுக்கு அப்புறம் செக் பண்ணிக்கோன்னு சொல்லுவார். அப்போ இந்த மாதிரி கெட் மெத்தட்ஸ், அப்புறமா we are going to see some verification commands, is displayed, is selected சொல்லிட்டு அந்த மாதிரி வேலிடேஷன் கமாண்ட்ஸ், அசர்ஷன். ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி சில வெரிஃபிகேஷன் பாயிண்ட்ஸ் யூ நீட் டு keep in your script. Once the script is completely executed, then you need to check in your console whether your script has navigated all the pages properly or not. These are called நீங்க கண்ணால பாப்பீங்கல்ல, டைட்டில்ல வந்திருக்கோமா இல்லையா, யூஆர்எல் வந்திருக்கோமா இல்லையா, மேனுவல் டெஸ்டிங்ல, ஆட்டோமேஷன்ல நீங்க கன்சோல பிரிண்ட் பண்ணி செக் பண்ணிக்கணும். once the script is executed, that's the purpose of get methods. So எங்க எது யூஸ் பண்ணணும்ன்றது that depends on your experience, that depends on your intelligence. Okay, absolutely. Title మటుకే కాదు హరిత, ఇంకా చాలా గెట్ మెథడ్స్ ఉన్నాయి. చిన్న there are many get methods we are going to see now. So you have to decide based on your application, based on your automation flow, which get methods you need to use where. Okay, there is no mandatory rule like okay, for this page you need to print get title, for this page you need to print URL. No, understand first the concept. So based on your need, based on your automation flow, you have to decide which get method should be used where. Okay, first of all understood, right? Get method na enna nu solliட்டு யாரா ரிப்பீட் பண்ண சொன்னீங்களா? கிருத்திகா, ஹரிதா, நந்தா அண்ட் யார் இன்னொருத்தர் யாரோ கேட்டார். ஸோ ஆர் யூ கைஸ் கிளியர்? நந்தகுமார், கிருத்திகா, ஹரிதா, have you guys understood? You asked me to repeat once again, right? We are going to see many more get methods now. First of all, are you guys clear? Okay, good. இந்த டைட்டில் கெட் டைட்டில் முடிச்சுட்டு சொல்லுங்க. Once you guys are done with this get title, let me know. We are going to see a lot of get methods. Done, guys? Okay, now இதே மாதிரி we can print the page URL also. To hit the URL, direct get method. So we have used one get method already from yesterday. That is, if you see in Kavya screen, that is line number 12. To hit the URL, get method. Okay, to print the title, get title. To get the URL on the page or URL எடுத்துட்டு வந்து கன்சோல்ல பிரிண்ட் பண்றது எப்படி நான் பார்க்க போறோம். So can you go to the Chrome browser? Close the automation browsers. Close the automation browser. Okay, now what's the URL of this page? 0webappsecurity.com, right? You can print that URL also in your script. You can print that URL also in your script. Okay, so I'll show you how to do that. So come to your script. Come to your script. So as usual, driver dot, we need to tell the driver only. So driver dot get, do you see current URL there? Get current URL. Current URL means currently in whichever page you are there, that particular page URL. Okay, so it will get that URL. Don't hit enter. Delete that get current URL. Delete that get current URL. Put dot. No. Put dot. Delete that dot and type dot once again. Get and type பண்ணுங்க. Get and type பண்ணுங்க. Get current URL data type என்னச்சுன்னா, what's the data type of that get current URL? Basically string only. So whatever driver is getting store it in a string, and then print. Instead of putting the complete statement in sysout, so store it in a string as you did for title and sysout. So hit ma. Ipo enter kudunga. Get current URL, put semicolon, come to the starting of that particular line, anga store this particular statement in a string. Adu edutittu varudana tapakan catch panikina. Okay, so string, give the string variable name as a page URL, whatever it is. Page URL, yeah, is equal to, yeah. Now sysout that page URL in the next line. Sysout in the next line. Go to the next line, ma. Sysout, very good. Sysout page URL, so that in whatever page you are there, that particular URL will be printed. Save and run the program. You can see that URL will be printed. So to hit the URL, get method. To bring the URL of website, get current URL. Don't get confused. That is where you will fall into trap in interviews. So to hit the URL, get method, normal get method. So driver.get, whatever URL you want to hit, put in double quotes. But to bring the URL and print in console, it is get current URL. You can see that. Current URL means in whichever page you are there, that particular page URL you will get printed. Okay. Is the get current URL concept. These are all interview concepts. Real time lo use pannuvamanna get text no varapodu next. Get text you will use in real time. We are going to get one more, we are going to see one more get method, that is get text. That will be used in real time. The rest of the things we don't use in real time. But interview ku get methods are very, very important. Innoru knowledge irukku ellame very, very important. Get methods are very, very important. Okay. So are you guys clear? andalo complicate panikadinga sir. Simple concept simple ah vittidunga. Okay, don't complicate. And a complicated concept வரப்போகுது. அப்போ நீங்க வேணா உங்களோட ஜாவா திறமை எல்லாம் காமிங்க. But now simple concepts, let's leave it simple. Clear na அது முடிச்சிடுங்க, script முடிச்சிடுங்க. Now we are going to see lot of get methods. Okay, முடிச்சிட்டீங்கல்ல? Good. Now the next concept. Next நம்ம பார்க்க போறது very important concept. இதுதான் real timeல you are going to use in many places. In real time projects and in many places we are going to use the next get method which I am going to teach. So shall I start? Are you guys done? Laptops இருக்கிறவங்க முடிச்சிட்டீங்களா? Get current URL. எந்த பேஜ்ல இருக்கீங்களோ அந்த பேஜோட URL print ஆகும். ஓகே, so don't write the program. I'll show you one more thing in Kavya screen. Kavya, இப்போ என்ன பண்றீங்கன்னா locate that sign in button. So locate பண்ணிட்டு அதோட ஐடி இருக்கும். மேல இருக்கு பாருங்க ஐடி, அந்த பட்டன் இருக்குல்ல, அதை எடுத்துக்கீங்க. பட்டன் மேல, அதுக்கு மேல இருக்கிற எஸ் அந்த ஐடி எடுத்துட்டு வாங்க. ஐடி எடுத்துட்டு ரைட் ஸ்கிரிப்ட் driver.find element and the sign in button and the id dot click. Ellaro just watch, don't write the script, watch it carefully. By, very good ma, by dot id. Good, put that id dot click. Yeah, dot click, very good. Now we are going to get current URL once again. So driver dot get current URL idunga. Driver dot get current URL. Yeah, hit enter. So you need to store in a string. So semicolon போட்டுட்டு sysout அதுலயே அதே லைன்லயே ஸ்டார்டிங்ல string இல்லமா, அதே லைன்லயே ஸ்டார்டிங்ல எழுதுங்க. லைன், யா, string, store it in a string. So string page URL 1 ன்னு வெச்சுக்கீங்க. இது இல்லனா மேல இருக்கிறது page URL 1 ஆ மாத்திடுங்க, இது page URL 2 ஆ மாத்திடுங்க. இது 2 ஆ வெச்சுக்கீங்க, அது 1 பக்கத்துலயே 1 போட்டுருங்க. யா, இது 2 1 மாத்திடுங்க. 2 is equal to, very good, is equal to sysout this page URL 2. எல்லாரும் கவனமா பாருங்க. Sysout, very good, page URL 2. Now run the program. So we are basically on the line number 19 la, no, 1 minute, line number 19 la variable maathukka page URL 1. Yeah, now run the program. So basically we are printing two get current URLs. Watch carefully. So The browser is opened. The browser is opened. URL hit ஆயிடுச்சு. URL hit ஆனதுக்கு அப்புறம் sign in button click it went to login page. Now we have written current URL once again, right? So check the console. Do you see? First current URL is for the home page. First current URL, that is for line number 18. Page URL 1 will be the home page URL. That is printed. And then after clicking the sign in button, we are going to login page. After clicking the sign in button, we are going to login page. Can you go to the automation browser? Yeah, do you see? We went to login page. What's the URL there? What's the URL? 0.webappsecurity.com/login HTML. Can you check the console? Yeah, go and check the console. The same URL is printed. What is meant by get current URL? So current URL means in whichever page you are staying, that particular page URL. எல்லாருக்குமே புரிஞ்சுச்சா இப்போ வாட் இஸ் கெட் கரண்ட் URL? ஸோ எந்த பேஜ்ல இருக்கீங்களோ அந்த பேஜோட URL. ஸோ இன் விச் எவர் பேஜ் யூ ஆர் தேர் அட் தட் மோமெண்ட், that URL will be printed in console. Have you guys understood what is get current URL? Each and every one. ஸோ அது மாதிரி நீங்கள் எந்த பேஜுக்கு வேணாலும். ஸோ வென் யூ நேவிகேட் பேஜ் பை பேஜ், யூ கேன் பிரிண்ட் வாட் எவர் URL you want. So for checking purposes only, whether are you in correct page or not, are you navigating through correct pages or not. Is it clear? Before I go to the next important get method, very important get method I'm going to tell you. Okay, good. Now Priyanka, you can comment out line number 20 to 22 at the level. Yeah, comment out. Very good. To line number 21 also comment out. Line number 21 comment பண்ணிடுங்க. 21 கமெண்ட் பண்ணிடுங்க, 22 கமெண்ட் பண்ணிடுங்க. ஏன்னா எல்லாரும் ஒரே மாதிரி எழுதலாம். இந்த 3 லைன்ஸ் தேவையில்லடா யாருக்கும். ஓகே, ஜஸ்ட் உங்களுக்கு கரண்ட் URLனா என்னன்னு காமிக்கிறதுக்காக. ஓகே, now close those two automation process. Yeah, close it. Okay, now go to the Chrome browser. Go to the Chrome browser. Now, if I want to print any text in my console, any text in the website, in the text one, you can print in console. For that also there is a method. Can you scroll down? Can you scroll down? Do you see there are bigger paragraphs there? So if I want to print the first paragraph, for example, click the button below to view online banking features. I want to print the text in my console. What's the very first of that I need to do? First I need to locate the text. So locate panakinga Kavya. Okay, so I have a start tag called P and there is a sentence. So since it's a tense sentence, I'll use contains text. So can you guys locate and write the XPath for that sentence? Start tag paragraph P. So adukku XPath eludunga. There are no ID and name. Class illa. XPath eludunga using contains text. Don't use the complete sentence. Use contains text and write the XPath. Yeah, /P square brackets contains method. Very good. Inside the text method. Inside the text method, features and use பண்ணுங்க. எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு it will work. Features மாத்திரம் word use பண்ணுங்க. I think it should work. Hit enter. Yeah, it's working. So features is the unique word. So you can use that unique word. எல்லாரும் இந்த XPath மட்டும் எழுதிட்டு சொல்லுங்க. Then I'll tell you what to do. Can you guys complete this XPath and let me know? We'll get into the concept. In the unique word, you can use whatever you want. What I feel is features will be the unique word for the whole website. There are முடிச்சிட்டீங்க in the XPath. How many of you located that particular sentence using contains text? XPaths la people need to be experts. ஏன்னா போக we will be going into complex concepts. அங்க வந்து we cannot discuss about what is contains text, what is text method. So by now, you people should be XPath experts. Okay, முடிச்சிட்டீங்களா? People with laptops, have you guys located that sentence? Everyone? People with laptops, do you want me to wait? யாராவது வெயிட் பண்ணணும்னா தயவு செஞ்சு சொல்லுங்க, இல்லைன்னா I'll move on. வெயிட் பண்ண சொன்னீங்கன்னா I'll wait. People with laptops, okay, we'll wait. Hemant, we'll wait. சொன்னா and I'll wait. ஹேமந்த் முடிச்சுட்டு சொல்லுங்க. மற்றவங்க வச்சுன்னா எல்லாரும் முடிச்சிட்டிங்களா? we're waiting for Hemant. அவர் முடிக்கட்டும். முடிச்சிட்டார். Good. Now bring this export to your script. அந்த எக்ஸ்பாத் அப்படியே காப்பி பண்ணிட்டு வாங்க. I want everyone to watch Kavya screen for a minute. So as usual, driver dot find element by XPath. As usual, driver dot find element by dot XPath. Very good. Double quotes. Put that XPath. Kadasila, we are not going to click on that. We are not going to type on that. All we are going to do is we want to bring that XPath and print in console. We want to bring that XPath and print in console. So dot. So we are not going to right click. We are not going to write send keys. We are going to write a get method called get text. So get and type பண்ணுங்க. Do you see get text method in the end? What's the data type of it? String. Basically, it is going to bring this particular statement is going to perform an operation called getting the text, and the output of that value, whatever output value, the data type of that output value will be a string. Okay, so hit enter. As usual, put semicolons. Now store this sentence in a string. So this statement is going to bring a value. அது வந்து ஒரு string. So store it in a string and then sys out. So text value னு வச்சுக்கோங்க. Text value, whatever you call. எது வேணா வச்சுக்கலாம். String value you can do whatever you want. Is equal to. Now in the next line, sys out text value. Sys out text value. Very good. Now save and run the program. Absolutely, Rahul. It's a string. So let's நீங்க இந்த மொத்த sentence கூட sys outல போடலாம். If you want, you can put the whole sentence. Driver dot find element by export dot get text. You can put everything in a string, but that doesn't look nice. So going for day by day, your script maturity should be growing. So now go and check the console. Do you see the sentence is printed in console? Do you see there? So in this way, you can print any text in website in console. This is very, very, very important get extra. You will use in real-time projects also to check whether running a manual testing. For example, if you are doing manual testing, there will be a test case. Okay, whether this particular text is displayed or not. Okay, what you will do? You will go to that page and you will check that text using your eyes and your mouse pointer. But in automation, get the text and print in console. After the script is complete, after the script completes execution, go and check in console whether it is printed properly or not. And also, if you check manually, for example, there can be some miss. For example, in the same sentence, there is a full stop at the end. Do you see there? There is a full stop in the end after features. If you check in manual testing, you may miss that full stop. Okay, you will say, okay, that sentence is displayed, that's all. For example, if that full stop is not there, you may miss. But in automation, it will not. It will print as it is. You can compare with your requirements, and if there is any defect, you can raise the defect. Okay, so those manual errors can be eradicated, can be avoided using an automation. Okay, how many of you understood the concept? We are going to write one more for get text. First of all, have you understood the concept? You can locate any text and print. That's the point here. Any text in website, in any text in any page. All you need to do is first to find the locator of it and then print. Is it clear, guys? For everyone? Before you write the script, first of all, concept clear? But we are going to write the same script for some more text also so that you can practice. Are you guys clear? Okay, clear na? Complete the script. The text complete பண்ணிட்டு run பண்ணி பாருங்க. It has to print the text in console. ஏன்னா முடிச்சிட்டிங்களாடா? ஓ சிஸ் அவுட்டுக்கு ஷார்ட்கட்டா? சிஸ் அவுட் அண்ட் டைப் பண்ணிட்டு கண்ட்ரோல் ஸ்பேஸ் பார் கொடுக்கணும் சபரி, அவ்வளோதான். சிஸ் அவுட் அண்ட் டைப் பண்ணிட்டு ஒரு வாட்டி காமிக்கிறீங்களா காவியா? ஸோ எங்கே வேணாலும் காவியா ஒரே ஒரு வாட்டி அவங்களுக்கு காமிச்சிருங்க. ஸோ சிஸ் அவுட் அண்ட் டைப் பண்ணோம்டா. நார்மலாக சிஸ் அவுட் அண்ட் டைப் பண்ணிட்டு கண்ட்ரோல் ஸ்பேஸ் பார் கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா அது மற்ற சென்டென்ஸ் ஃபில் ஆகிடும். தட்ஸ் ஆல். ஷோயிங் எரரா? விக்னேஷ் உங்க ஸ்கிரீன் ஷேர் பண்ண முடியுமா? ஐ கேன் சி வாட்ஸ் எரர். மற்றவங்களுக்கு என்ன பண்றீங்கன்னா, இப்போ மற்றவங்க என்ன பண்றீங்கன்னா, நீங்களே நான் ஒரு டெக்ஸ்ட் சொல்றேன், அதுக்கிட்ட எழுதுறீங்களா நீங்களே? ஒரு வாட்டி குரோம் ப்ரௌசர் போங்கம்மா, அதை டிலீட் பண்ணிடுங்க காவியா, லைன் நம்பர் 26. விக்னேஷ் நான் உங்க ஸ்கிரீனுக்கு வரேன். இப்போ நீங்க என்ன பிரிண்ட் பண்றீங்கன்னா கொஞ்சம் மேலே போங்க காவியா, கொஞ்சம் மேலே போங்க, கொஞ்சம் மேலே போயிடுங்க. இப்போ உங்களுக்கு இந்த பேராகிராஃப் தெரியுதா? வெல்கம் டு ஜீரோ ஆன்லைன் சொல்லிட்டு பெரிய பேராகிராஃப், அது ஒரு வாட்டி இன்ஸ்பெக்ட் பண்ணுங்க. இன்ஸ்பெக்ட் இட். இட்ஸ் அ பேராகிராஃப். அந்த அந்த பேராகிராஃப் ஓன் பண்ணுங்கம்மா. வெரி குட். இட்ஸ் அ பேராகிராஃப். பேராகிராஃப் எப்படி லொகேட் பண்ணுவீங்க? விச் எக்ஸ்பாத் யூ வில் யூஸ்? which XPath you will use. இதுல வந்து யூனிக் கோட் கண்டுபிடிக்கிறதால இட்ஸ் வேஸ்ட் ஆஃப் டைம். ஃபார் லொகேட்டிங் பேராகிராஃப் which XPath you will use, which XPath type you will go for, starts with. ஞாபகம் இருக்குல்ல? ஸோ இப்போ என்ன பண்றீங்கன்னா, ஐ வாண்ட் திஸ் பேராகிராஃப் டு பி பிரிண்டட் இன் கன்சோல். எழுதுங்க, இந்த பேராகிராஃப் கன்சோல பிரிண்ட் பண்ணுங்க பார்க்கலாம். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் லொகேட் திஸ் XPath as usual. driver dot find element that XPath dot get text, store that in a string and then system. விக்னேஷ் உங்க ஸ்கிரீன் ஷேர் பண்ணீங்களா? வெரி குட் கிருத்திகா, வெரி குட் சபரி, வெரி குட் ஜீவிதா. விக்னேஷ் உங்க ஸ்கிரீன் ஷேர் பண்ண முடியுமா? ஐ கேன் சி வாட்ஸ் தேர். மற்றவங்க எல்லாம் முடிங்கப்பா. அந்த பேராகிராஃப் கன்சோல பிரிண்ட் பண்ணி பாருங்க. ஸ்டார்ட்ஸ் வித் வந்து கண்டெய்ன்ஸ் டெக்ஸ்ட் சின்டாக்ஸ் தான். கண்டெய்ன்ஸ் பதிலாக ஸ்டார்ட்ஸ் ஹைஃபன் வித் எழுதணும், அவ்வளவுதான். ஸ்டார்ட்ஸ் கண்டெய்ன்ஸ் டெக்ஸ்ட் சின்டாக்ஸ் சேம் அப்படியே. கண்டெய்ன்ஸ் பதிலாக எழுதுங்க காவியா, ஸ்டார்ட்ஸ் ஹைஃபன் 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 வித், அது ஒரு மெத்தட். ஓகேவா? ஸோ ஸ்டார்ட்ஸ் ஹைஃபன் ஸ்டார்ட்ஸ் வித். வெரி குட். இதுக்குள்ள ஆஸ் யூஷுவல் டெக்ஸ்ட் மெத்தட், டெக்ஸ்ட் மெத்தட், டெக்ஸ்ட் மெத்தட், டெக்ஸ்ட் மெத்தட். சர்க்குலர் பிராக்கெட்ஸ் மிஸ் பண்ணிட்டீங்க பாருங்க டெக்ஸ்ட் பக்கத்துல. டெக்ஸ்ட் மெத்தட் சிங்கிள் கோட்ஸ்ல ஸ்டார்ட்ஸ் வித்ல என்ன யூஸ் பண்ணணும்? அந்த பேராகிராஃபோட ஸ்டார்டிங் 1 or 2 வேர்ட்ஸ் யூஸ் பண்ணணும். 1 or 2 வேர்ட்ஸ். வெல்கம் டு யூஸ் பண்ணுங்க. எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு வெல்கமே ஒர்க் ஆயிடும்னு நினைக்கிறேன். ஸோ யூஸ் வெல்கம் அலவுட். இந்த வெல்கம் மட்டும் யூஸ் பண்ணுங்க போதும். பேஜ் ரெஃப்ரெஷ் பண்ணுங்க. அது ரிமூவ் ஆயிடுச்சு காவியா, யூ நீட் டு ரெஃப்ரெஷ் யுவர் பேஜ். நீங்க அந்த பேராகிராஃப் டிலீட் பண்ணிட்டீங்க. நவ் டேக் வெல்கம் வேர்ட். வெல்கம் வேர்ட் மாத்திரம் யூஸ் பண்ணுங்க, எடுத்து ஒர்க் ஆயிடும். நார்மலாவே டைப் பண்ணிட்டுடுங்க காவியா. ஓகே, ஹிட் என்டர். 3 எலமெண்ட்ஸ் மேட்சுக்கு வருதா? நவ் ஸ்டார்ட் இண்டெக்ஸிங். இண்டெக்ஸிங் பண்ணிடுங்க, முடிஞ்சு. இல்ல வெல்கம் 2 போட்டு பாருங்க. வெல்கம் 2 போட்டு பாருங்க. வெல்கம் பக்கத்துல 2 போட்டு பாருங்க. விக்னேஷ் வெல்கம் டு யூ படி. ஹிட் என்டர். 3 எலமெண்ட்ஸ் மேட்சுக்கு வருதா? ஸோ 2 ரிமூவ் பண்ணிட்டு இண்டெக்ஸிங் ஆரம்பிச்சிடுங்க. 2 தேவையில்லை, இண்டெக்ஸிங் ஆரம்பிச்சிடுங்க. யாராவது முடிச்சிட்டீங்கன்னா சொல்லுங்க. விக்னேஷ் யூ கேன் ஷேர் யுவர் ஸ்கிரீன். தப்புமா? இண்டெக்ஸிங் வந்து சர்க்குலர் பிராக்கெட் ஸ்டார்டிங்ல ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணணுமா இல்லையா? எக்ஸ்பாத் மொத்தம் சர்க்குலர் பிராக்கெட்ஸ் போடணுமா? ஸ்டார்டிங்லயும் சர்க்குலர் பிராக்கெட்ஸ். வெரி குட். இப்போ அதுல 1 போடுங்க. ஹிட் என்டர். டேக் திஸ் எக்ஸ்பாத், கோ டு யுவர் ஸ்கிரிப்ட், கெட் டெக்ஸ்ட் யூஸ் பண்ணி கன்சோல்ல பிரிண்ட் பண்ணுங்க. விக்னேஷ் யூ கேன் ஷேர் யுவர் ஸ்கிரீன் டியூட். ஷேர் யுவர் ஸ்கிரீன். கெட். வாட்ஸ் தேர்? என்ன எரர் வருதுச்சுன்னா, நோ சச் எலமெண்ட் ஃபவுண்ட் வருதானே தம்பி? எனக்கு ஒரு வாட்டி ஃபீச்சர்ஸ் தானே உங்களுக்கு வரல. 1 minute. இப்போ லைன் நம்பர் 19ல, இப்போ லைன் நம்பர் 19ல நீங்க என்ன யூஸ் பண்ணிருக்கீங்க? எக்ஸ்பாத் யூஸ் பண்ணிருக்கீங்க, பட் பை ஐடியான்னு போட்டிருக்கீங்க. தட்ஸ் த இஷ்யூ வித் யுவர் ஸ்கிரிப்ட். புரிஞ்சுச்சா? வாட்ஸ் த இஷ்யூ? தட்ஸ் ஆல். Fix it, it will work. That's all, it will work. ரன் பண்ணி பார்த்துக்கங்க. இப்போ கன்சோல் செக் பண்றோம் தம்பி. அகைன் ப்ராப்ளம். 1 minute. கன்சோல் காமிங்க எனக்கு. கொஞ்சம் மேலே போங்க கன்சோல்ல. லெட் மீ see what's this. அந்த ஃபீச்சர்ஸ்ன்றது வந்து ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பேஜ்ல வரும்ல. ஸோ அது கரெக்ட். நீங்க கமெண்ட் அவுட் பண்றது கரெக்ட். இப்போ ரன் பண்ணுங்க. இப்போ எனக்கு தெரிஞ்ச எரர் வராது. சின்ன யார் முடிச்சிட்டீங்களா அவங்க சொல்லுங்கடா. யார் முடிச்சிட்டீங்களா அவங்க சொல்லுங்க. இப்போ எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு வரும் சின்ன. இப்போ கன்சோல்ல செக் பண்ணிக்கோ. Go and check in your console. That's all. வந்துருச்சா? குட். நீங்க நெக்ஸ்ட் பேஜுக்கு போயிட்டு அந்த லைன் பிரிண்ட் பண்ண ட்ரை பண்ணீங்க. அந்த லைன் வந்து முன்னாடி பேஜ்ல இருக்கு. அதனால இட் வாஸ் நாட். முடிச்சிட்டீங்களா? ஓகே, வில் கோ பேக் டு Kavya screen. Vignesh, your issue is resolved. Okay. Kavya, you can share your screen. ரன் பண்ணி பார்த்துட்டீங்களா? பாருங்க, பிரிண்ட் ஆயிருக்கா? குட் குட், வெரி குட் வெரி குட். முடிச்சிட்டீங்களாடா? திஸ் இஸ் ஹவ் யூ நீட் டு கெட் எனி டெக்ஸ்ட். வெரி குட் பவித்ரா. ஸோ இது இப்படிதான். எந்த டெக்ஸ்ட் ஆனாலும் ஒரு வெப்சைட்ல எந்த டெக்ஸ்ட் ஆனாலும் யூ கேன் find the locator and then use get text method, store it in a string and then sys out. அவ்வளவுதான், சிம்பிள் திங். ஓகே, இப்போ நெக்ஸ்ட் we are going to see some more get methods. அது ரியல் டைம்ல அவ்வளவு யூஸ் பண்ண மாட்டோம், பட் இன்டர்வியூஸ்ல கட்டாயம் கேட்குற கொஸ்டின்ஸ். இப்போ நீங்க நிறைய ஆட்டோமேஷன் செஷன்ஸ் ஏதாவது யூடியூப்ல யுடேமில பாத்தீங்கன்னா இதோட ஸ்டாப் பண்ணிடுவாங்க. டைட்டில், கரண்ட் யூஆர்எல், get text order, they'll stop. But there are some more get methods also which are important for interview standpoint. So we'll see that also, and then we'll close this concept and we'll go to pop-ups. Okay, now next concept enna Priyanka, close that automation browser and go to your Chrome browser. Okay, go to your Chrome browser. The next concept enna for example, என்ன பண்றீங்கன்னா, do you see that search field on top? Can you locate that search field? எல்லாருமே அந்த searchன்னு ஒரு ஃபீல்டு தெரியுதுல்ல, அதை லொகேட் பண்ணுங்க சொன்னா எல்லாருமே. What's the start tag you have? What's the start tag you have for the search field? அந்த search fieldக்கு start tag என்ன இருக்குன்னா எல்லாரும் பார்த்து சொல்லுங்க. Can you guys tell me what's the start tag of that search field? Input, basically input. And the input under start tag you can print in console. That's the next get method. You can actually print start tag of any element. You can print start tag of any element. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do that. So first, get the locator of that search field. Do you have ID? Yes, we have ID, right? So bring that ID. Bring that ID to your script. Yeah, go to your script. As usual, driver.find element. Driver.find element by ID. இங்க வந்து wait. So watch Kavya screen for a minute. So driver.find element by ID. That ID is for that search field. So type get. Do you see a method there? What is delete பண்ணிட்டு திருப்பி எழுதுங்க. டாட்க்கு அப்புறமா நான் அந்த டேட்டா டைப் காமிக்கணும் காவியா, அதனால தான். சாரி. So get, do you see a method called get tag name? The data type is string once again. So use that method, store it in a string and then sys out. That's all. Hit enter. Store that statement in string and then sys out. உங்களுக்கு input and print ஆகும். These are all semicolon. That's all. Put semicolon in the end. அந்த bracketல எதுவும் எழுத போறது இல்லை, ஒரே ஒரு tag name தான் இருக்க போகுது. So store this statement in a string, start tag ன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க. start tag ன்னு ஏதோ ஒன்று and sys out. So that for any element you can print the start tag also using get tag name method. So இதெல்லாம் வந்து real time use this. Okay, for interview standpoint I'm explaining these get methods. So இப்போ நம்ம tag name பார்த்தோம், next CSS பார்ப்போம், next attribute ஒன்று பார்ப்போம். அதெல்லாம் only interview standpointல உங்களுக்கு கேட்குற வாய்ப்பு இருக்கு. அதனால we are seeing this. Now run the program. Input will be printed in your console. Get tag name. These get methods you need to remember before you go to interview. முடிச்சிட்டிங்களாடா? சனா people with laptops. Get tag உனக்கு வரலன்னா சார் ஃபைண்ட் எலமெண்ட்ஸ் எழுதிருப்பேன் அது பாரு. ஃபைண்ட் எலமெண்ட்ஸ் எழுதுறதா வராது. ஃபைண்ட் எலமெண்ட் எழுதிருக்கு. அது செக் பண்ணிக்க. Is it done? Everyone? Okay, good. Now the next get method. Next get method is get attribute value. Okay. For the same search field, can you go to the Chrome browser, Kavya? And the automation browser close பண்ணிடுங்க. Good. For the same search field, do you have attributes there? What are the attributes we have for that search field? எல்லாரும் பார்த்து பொறுமையா சொல்லுங்க. What are the attributes we have for that search field? என்னென்ன இருக்கு? டைப் இருக்கு, ஐடி இருக்கு, நேம் இருக்கு, கிளாஸ் இருக்கு, பிளேஸ் ஹோல்டர்னு இருக்கு. And the xpath is equal to 1 ignore பண்ணிடுங்க. Okay, I told you, right? You just ignore that xpath is equal to 1. It is coming because of selectors. Okay. Are you guys clear? What are the attributes? How many attributes we have? அதாவது சொல்லுங்க. How many attributes we have for that same search field? How many attributes we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 attributes. Okay. So you can print any attribute value also in console. You can print any attribute also in value also in console. For example, I want to print attribute value of placeholder. Placeholder or attribute value in search. Okay, I can print that value also. I'll show you how to do that. First, as usual, get the locator ID. Get the locator as usual ID value. So to locate, we have to use ID name only. But other எந்த attribute print பண்ண போறோம் அப்படியே நான் சொல்றேன். So bring that to your script. So now watch carefully. Dot find element by ID. By ID, very good. Hit enter, double quotes, put the ID value, and then here, we are going to use a get method called get attribute value. So type get. So do you see get attribute value on top? The output is going to be string once again. So hit enter. I'm going to show something very important. Hit enter. So do you see it is asking for some value? Do you see that get attribute method is asking for some value? It is asking for which attribute you want to print. For this field, you can see there are 5 attributes, right? So it is asking which attribute, for which attribute you want value. For us, which attribute we are trying to print? Placeholder. So our Chrome browser pogama. So on the placeholder and attribute value தான் நம்ம print பண்ண போறோம். So placeholder copy பண்ணிட்டுவாங்க. Placeholder copy பண்ணிட்டுவாங்க. Yeah, அது case sensitive. So come to your script. So in double quotes, put that attribute. So there are many attributes. There are 5 attributes, right? You need to mention which attribute, for which attribute you are trying to print the value. So store this in a string and then sysout. And the sentence starting, yeah, string attribute value. Adema, line number 29. Yes, string attribute value. Yeah, is equal to, now in the next line, sysout that attribute value. For other get methods, it is not asking for any value because that is only one. For example, tag name will be only one. Get text will be only one. Get title will be only one. Get current URL will be only one. But for attributes, it will ask because there are 5 attributes. So you have to specify for which attribute you need to get the value. Okay. So now run the program. அதே மாதிரி CSS-க்கும் அதே மாதிரி தான் கேட்கும். நான் காமிக்கிறேன் next. I'll show you next. So these get methods are very important for interviews. Only get text, get title, and get current URL. These will be used in real time. Okay, now check the console. Do you see the placeholder value is printed? Placeholder value is search and it is printed. So you can, in this way, you can print for any attribute you want. But the 5 attributes, you can print whatever attribute you want. But the point is, you need to specify which attribute in that get attribute method. அது தெளிவா கொடுக்கணும். அத கேக்கும். The method itself will ask which attribute, for which attribute you want the value. So you need to specify which attribute. இப்ப class னு கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா class value print ஆகும். அந்த மாதிரி. Have you guys understood the concept? Guys, concept புரிஞ்சுச்சா எல்லாருக்குமே? Okay, concept clear na? Write the program. Attribute முடிச்சிடுங்க. Next CSS value பார்த்துட்டோம்னா we will go back to PowerPoints. சூப்பர் பவித்ரா. முடிச்சுட்டு என்ன சொல்லுங்கண்ணா மற்றவங்களுக்கு. யூ கேன் பிரிண்ட் எனி attribute வேல்யூடா. நான் உங்களுக்கு டெமோக்காக பிளேஸ் ஹோல்டர் கொடுத்தேன். யூ கேன் பிரிண்ட் எனி attribute you want. முடிச்சிட்டீங்களாடா? Yes ma, you can you have to create one by one, Kritika. So if you have to create one by one, or if you are using keyword driven framework, you can pass that attribute value from an Excel. If you are using keyword driven framework, so you can put all the attributes in Excel, and then you need to parameterize that get attribute, and based on the keyword driven framework, sorry, not keyword driven framework, absolutely sorry, using data driven framework, you can parameterize that get attribute thing and get all the values from Excel and run the program. So all the attributes will be printed. If you don't want to complicate, have the same sentence again and again and again and print for all attributes. Done? Okay, done. Now let's go to the next concept. The very last concept of get CSS value. Get methods is get CSS value. Can you go to that Chrome browser, Kavya? Okay, I already told you, right? The left side panel will be HTML panel, the right side panel will be CSS. In right side panel, can you go to styles? Styles tab, click pannunga, Kavya. These are all the CSS values. If you see, CSS means styling. You can see values, okay, margin, bottom, padding, font family, font size, font weight. So basically styling part will be handled in CSS. So the next get method that we are going to see here is we can print any CSS value in console. For example, you can print the CSS value of font size. Font size or value is 13 pixel. In real time, in manual testing, you will validate it manually. Manually, validate பண்ணுவீங்க. For example, you will inspect in the same way and you will check whether the font is in pixel or not. For each element, you have to validate. That is called UI validations. That is called UI validations. In the same way, in automation also, you can print those UI. UI na user interface, those styling things in console. So now, for example, let's take the same font size. So on the font locator, as usual, we have ID. So come to your script. Come to your script. Come to your script. ID value எடுத்துட்டு yeah, ID value எடுத்துட்டு வந்திருங்க. For the same search field, bring that ID value. Yeah, come to your script. As usual, driver dot find element. அதே மாதிரி எடுத்துருக்க மேல எழுதுற மாதிரி driver dot find element. Enter by dot ID. By dot ID. Very good. ID in double quotes, put the ID value. Now the get method that we are going to use now is get CSS value. So type get. Do you see CSS value there in the third one? And the value it is going to bring is also a string. So hit enter. So now it is asking for a value. Enna CSS value எடுத்துட்டு because there will be lot of CSS values. Can you go to the Chrome browser? Can you go to the Chrome browser? Do you see there are many CSS values? You can see margin, bottom, font family. If you scroll down, there will be many. Scroll down பண்ணீங்கன்னா நிறைய இருக்கும். So you need to specify which CSS value you need to print. Okay. So let's take font size. Font size அப்படியே அந்த font size காப்பி பண்ணிட்டு வாங்க. Font size. Font hyphen size ன்னு இருக்குல்ல அதை எடுத்துட்டு வாங்க. Yes. Come to your script. Remove the colon, not required. Colon is a format. Double quotes la paste that font size. Yeah. Remove the colon. Remove colon. Yeah. Put semicolon in the end. Store it in a string and then sys out. So you can print any CSS value. As I told you already, this attribute value, CSS value, we don't use in real time. This is for interview standpoint. So you have to remember these methods. String spelling characters. Kavya, line number 31. Yes, good. Put that string. Now run the value. Run the script. Very important interview question. Attribute value, CSS value. எப்படி print பண்ணுவீங்க ஏதோ ஒரு attribute எப்படி print பண்ணுவீங்க how will you print an attribute value we need to tell this now run the program save and run the program. So as usual, the browser is opened and then URL will be hit and it will be maximized. So you remember, you know, right? When the loader symbol is there, Selenium will wait. Once the loader symbol is gone, it will start its action. So now go and check your console. You see 13 pixel is printed. Is it clear? So you can print any CSS value you want. And the CSS value, you can print. So we have seen get title, get current URL, get text, very important one, get tag name, get attribute, and get CSS value. These are the get methods we have in Selenium. The major get method is the first one, driver.get, to hit the URL. Or URL hit the get method already you started using from yesterday. There are some other methods also. Get title, get current URL, get text, get tag name, get attribute, get CSS. Are you guys clear with the concept? Are you guys clear? If you are clear, complete the task. Guys, முடிச்சிட்டீங்களா? Done, right? Everyone? Is it done? People with laptops, please respond. Is it done? Okay, now let's go back to the pop-ups concept. இப்போ pop-ups concept வந்துருங்க. அந்த கிளாஸுக்கு வந்துருங்க. Whichever you created for alert pop-up. Now you completed the script until clicking the button. ஒரு வாட்டி அந்த சைட்டுக்கு போங்க காவியா. You can close that zero above, not required. Okay, so we completed the script until clicking that button. So once you run the script, it will click on that button and the pop-up will be opened. So click on that button. So until this you have completed the script. Now how are we going to handle this pop-up is the next concept. Okay, so click on that button. Let the pop-up irukattum. Now what are the actions that you will perform in this pop-up? In manual testing, when there is a pop-up, what are the actions that you do in this pop-up? Can you guys tell me, in manual testing, what are the actions that you do in this pop-up? Can you guys tell me, what are the actions that you will do in this pop-up? Once you get a pop-up, whatever pop-up it is, confirmation pop-up or alert pop-up, what are the actions that you will do in this pop-up? And the OK button click பண்றதுல ஆர்வமா இருக்கீங்க எல்லாரும். Click OK. First you need to read the text. First you need to read the message. What's the message? Okay, first you need to read the message, then only you need to click on that OK button. Am I correct? That's what you need to do in manual testing also. Whenever you get a pop-up, first read the message. For example, in this pop-up the message is I am an alert box. That's the message. After reading that, you need to click on that OK button. OK button click பண்றதுல ஆர்வமா இருக்கீங்க. Okay, that's the flow. There are two actions need to be performed. One is to read the text and then click on OK button. Okay, in manual testing. In the same way, in automation also, you need to print the text, whatever text you have. Okay, reading the text in automation is nothing but printing the text in console, because after the script is successfully executed, you can go and check in console, okay, whether the text that has to be printed on the pop-up is displayed or not. Okay, in manual testing la enna பண்ணுவீங்க, அந்த text display ஆச்சா இல்லையான்னு பாப்பீங்கன்னா, அதே மாதிரி தான் automation. Once the script is completed, and the text display ஆச்சா இல்லையான்னு எப்படி செக் பண்ணுவீங்க? We'll check in console. So first we need to print the text in the console and then click on the OK button. These are the two actions that we need to perform in automation also. Sorry. Now exercise for everyone. Can you guys find the locator of the OK button? Can you guys find the locator of the OK button? If anyone finds the locator of the OK button, instant 500 rupees Google Pay transfer. Whoever finds it, instant transfer. Okay, அதை நம்பிக்கிட்டு இன்னைக்கு இன்னும் அதில் டைம் வேஸ்ட் பண்ணிக்காதீங்க. You can't actually. You can't locate any locators in JavaScript. That's why it is a separate concept. That's why these pop-ups, these JavaScript is a separate concept. Okay, you cannot find there will not be any locators for JavaScript. There will not be any locators for this pop-up. Simple as சொல்லணும்னா, what is the left side panel in the bottom? HTML panel. What's the right side panel in the bottom? CSS panel. Okay, then where is JavaScript panel? Where is JavaScript panel? JavaScript is a backend code. It will not be seen in front end. You cannot see that. So definitely there are no locators for JavaScript elements. This pop-up is a JavaScript element. There will not be any locator. That's why it's a separate concept. This concept illana enna irukku, direct you will find the OK button locator and you will write driver.findElement.click. It is a separate concept because there are no locators for JavaScript elements. Then how are we going to deal with it? So now we are going to see how to deal these pop-ups. Pop-ups can be dealt with a class called alert class. Like how we have select class for drop-downs, we have a separate class called alert class for pop-ups. For all the three pop-ups, there is only one class, that is alert class. I will show you how to do that. Come to script. Chana, I want everyone to watch Kavya's script. per minute. Okay. So as usual, alert class means alert, A-L-R-E-T, A caps ma, alert, A caps, alert, space, as usual, reference variable. Reference variable, keep ALER. You can give whatever name you want, just give ALER. ALER, okay, is equal to, as usual, you need to write new alert and circular brackets, but we are not going to write it that way. We are not going to write that way. Okay, what's the concept here? What are we going to do here? Can you go to the Chrome browser? Can you go to the Chrome browser? Close that HTML panel in the bottom, and the HTML panel close complete. And the OK button click. Yeah, click on the OK button. I want everyone to understand the concept. Now, on the OK button, click click OK button. Pop-up close. Now, understand the concept. So, first, click on the click me button and keep your mouse pointer there itself. And the click me button will click on it. Mouse pointer ange vechukkinga. Click on that. Click on that button. And the click me button click pannunga. Okay. Keep your mouse pointer ange vechukkinga mouse pointer. Now, in manual testing, if I want to close that pop-up, after clicking that click me button, if I close that pop-up, I need to switch my mouse pointer focus from main window to pop-up window. Am I correct? If the mouse pointer, where is the mouse pointer? It is in main window. Main window na the click me button mele irukku. If I want to close that pop-up, I need to switch my mouse pointer focus from main window to pop-up window. Then only I can click on that OK button. Do you guys agree? Do you guys agree with my point? If I want to close that pop-up, I need a mouse pointer. Where is my mouse pointer? It is in click me button. It is in main window. Okay. So I need to switch my focus, my mouse pointer from main window to the pop-up window. Then only I can able to click that OK button. Am I correct? Do you guys agree, everyone? Everyone on the call? Because this point is going to be relatable, which I'm going to write now. In the point, now, in the same way, I need to switch my automation focus from main window to pop-up. Then only I can perform any action on the pop-up. That's the concept here. So now, come to the script. So the point here is, this pop-up doesn't have any locators. That's the first point. Pop-ups will not have any locator. You cannot write like driver.find element. No, you cannot write it. So then what are we going to do? So we are going to use alert class, and its reference variable is equal to, I am going to tell my driver, switch the focus to the pop-up and give control to the new reference variable here. What is the new reference variable here? ALER. Okay, I'm going to tell the driver, switch the focus to pop-up. You cannot perform any action on the pop-up because there are no locators. So what you can do is switch the focus to pop-up and then give control to the new reference variable ALER. It will take care of everything in pop-up because the driver reference variable we have, right? That requires a locator. But since the pop-up doesn't have locators, driver will not work there. Driver adanga work பண்ண முடியாது. அது நம்ம என்ன சொல்றோம்னா, நீ உன்னோட ஃபோக்கஸ் வந்து பாப்அப்க்கு ஸ்விட்ச் பண்ணிட்டு உன்னோட கண்ட்ரோல் ஃபுல்லா ஏஎல்ஆர் கொடுத்துரு. அது அந்த பாப்அப்ல என்னென்ன ஆக்ஷன் பர்ஃபார்ம் பண்ணணும் அது பண்ணிட்டு it will give back the focus to you. Okay, now how to do that? So is equal to alert ALER is equal to driver dot driver dot switch to. There is a method called switch to. Yes, switch to, hit enter. Where are we going to switch? We are going to switch our focus to alert. So dot, there is a method called alert. Do you see there? Alert. Hit enter. Semicolon. So now what happens? Driver is switching its focus to alert and giving control to the new reference variable. What is our new reference variable? ALER is our new reference variable. Now ALER will take control of the script and it will do all the actions in the pop-up, whichever actions you would say. And then once the pop-up is closed, the control will be coming back to driver once again. ALER will be gone. ALER reference variable is applicable only on the pop-up because driver cannot do any action on pop-up because there are no locators. So driver alanga edhu panna mudiyadhu. So driver will switch its focus to alert and it will give control to the new reference variable. Now I'll show you what ALER is going to do. So hit enter. And the alert mela mouse over panni import the packages. And the alert classic sambandhapata package. There you go. org OpenQA Selenium. Now all the packages are ready. Now hit enter. ALER is our new reference variable. Now driver is keeping calm. Driver went into airplane mode. Driver went into silent mode. It is not going to do anything. Now the new reference variable is in action. So ALER. Now the focus is switched to pop-up. Now the focus is switched to pop-up. Now I told you, right, two actions we need to do. One is print the text. Can you go to the Chrome browser? So what's our first action? We need to print the text in console. What text? I am an alert box and the text on the we need to print in console. And then the second operation is we need to click on OK button. These are the two operations we can do in this pop-up. I'm going to tell you how to do that without locators. There are no locators. So I'm going to tell you how to do that. If we have locators, and I am an alert box, so you will locate, you will write driver.find element, export.get text, you will store that in a string and print. That's what we did in previous program. But since there are no locators, it's going to be very simple. Go to the script. Go to the script. No locators, right? ALER is our new reference variable. So ALER dot get text, straightforward, no locators, get text. Do you see there? Yeah, hit enter. It's going to bring the string. So hit enter, put semicolon. In the end, store this statement in a string because it is going to bring a string. So store this statement in a string. String. Give any name, pop-up text or something. Pop-up text. Pop-up text is equal to. Now sys out this pop-up text to the next line. No locators, guys. No locators because driver will not work there. Adanalda புதுசா ஒரு reference variable கொண்டு வந்திருக்கோம். Pop-up text. Now I need to click on the OK button now. Now the text is printed. Now I need to click on OK button. No locators are there for OK button. Now very simple. ALER once again. ALER once again. ALER once again. Dot. So no locators. We are not going to write find element or anything. So for OK button, there is a method called accept. For cancel button, there is a method called dismiss. That's all. In alert pop-up, there is only one button, that is OK button. So we are going to use accept. Accept method is for OK button. Dismiss method is for cancel button. Hit enter. Hit enter. Now run the program. China, everyone watch carefully. Save the 1 minute before you run the program. The pop-up will be closed very immediately because script will run very fast. So நீங்க என்ன பண்றீங்கன்னா அந்த click me button click பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறமா after line number 16 put a thread dot slip for 2 seconds. Pop-up டக்குன்னு open ஆகி டக்குன்னு க்ளோஸ் ஆயிடும்டா. So அதனால தான் to see the pop-up I am putting thread dot slip. No other purpose. So put 2 seconds, 2000. Yeah, mouse over, add throws declaration. Interrupted exception. Yesterday I told you, right? We are putting an exception voluntarily. Sorry, I mean intentionally. Yeah, click that, add throws declaration. Yeah, interrupted exception. Now save and run the program. Watch carefully, guys. Watch carefully. So the browser is opened. Web driver is equal to new Chrome driver. So URL is hit. Now after the page is loaded, it will click on the click me button. Watch carefully. Once the page is loaded, it will click on the click me button. சொன்ன மாதிரி இருக்கும். இன்டர்நெட் கொஞ்சம் ஸ்லோவா இருக்கும். Okay. So இப்போ பாத்தீங்களா pop-up open ஆச்சா? The pop-up is closed. Now go and check your console. You see the text is printed. I am an alert box. That's all. This is very simple concept, very important concept. This is important because there are no locators for pop-up. So driver will not work there. So all you need to do is bring alert class, create a new reference variable for that alert class, tell the driver to switch the focus to alert and give the control to the new reference variable. It will take care of everything. So there are no locators required. So directly the new reference variable, for example, here the reference variable is ALER dot get text. It will get whatever text it is there and then store it in a string and then print. And then to click on OK button, accept method, to click on cancel button, dismiss method. That's all. Are you guys clear with the concept? First of all, we are going to write the program for confirmation pop-up prompt also. So you will get practice, and I'll give one assignment also. I have one more site with these pop-ups. First of all, have you guys understood the concept? Once the pop-up is closed, Sam, by default, the control is with driver only. You have to close the pop-up. Once the pop-up is closed, by default, the control will come back to driver. That's all. Come back to the driver in the sense, it will come back to the main window. Once the pop-up is closed, by default, it will come, the focus will come back to the main window. Clear? If you guys are clear, complete this script. Next we'll write for confirmation pop-up. Up innu practice. హరిత గారు అన్ని తెలుగులో చెప్పాలంటే కష్టమమ్మా, కొంచెం అర్థం చేసుకోవాలి. సరే ఫైన్, నేను ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తాం. ఓకే, కెన్ యు గైస్ కంప్లీట్ దిస్ స్క్రిప్ట్? ఐ విల్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ ఇన్ తెలుగు ఫర్ హరిత. సో ఓకే, హరిత కొంచెం క్లియర్ గా చూడండి. సో యూఆర్ఎల్ హిట్ చేసిన తర్వాత ఆ క్లిక్ మీ బటన్ క్లిక్ చేస్తామా? ఆ క్లిక్ మీ బటన్ క్లిక్ చేసినాక పాపప్ ఓపెన్ అవుతుంది. ఓకే, కావ్య కెన్ ఓపెన్ దట్ క్రోమ్ బ్రౌజర్. ఓకే, క్లోజ్ దట్ ఆటోమేషన్ బ్రౌజర్ మా. யார் கிளியரா அவங்க முடிச்சிடுங்களா ஸ்கிரிப்ட்? ஓகே, அந்த பாப்பப் க்ளோஸ் பண்ணிடுங்க கவி. వాచ్ కేర్ఫుల్లీ హరిత. సో ఆ బటన్ మీద క్లిక్ చేయాలి. కావ్య కెన్ క్లిక్ ఆన్ ద బటన్ అండ్ కీప్ ద మౌస్ పాయింటర్ దేర్ ఇట్ సెల్ఫ్. సో ఆ బటన్ క్లిక్ చేశాక మీకు ఒక పాపప్ ఓపెన్ అయిందా? ఇప్పుడు మౌస్ పాయింటర్ ఎక్కడ ఉంది? క్లిక్ మీ బటన్ దగ్గర ఉంది. మాన్యువల్ టెస్టింగ్ లో మీ ఆ పాపప్ క్లోజ్ చేయాలంటే ఏం చేయాలి? ఆ పాపప్ మీద ఫోకస్ స్విచ్ చేస్తేనే మీరు ఆ ఓకే బటన్ క్లిక్ చేయగలరు. ఓకేనా? మీ మౌస్ పాయింటర్ ఇప్పుడు ఎక్కడ ఉంది? క్లిక్ మీ బటన్ దగ్గర ఉంది అంటే మెయిన్ విండోలో ఉంది. మాన్యువల్ టెస్టింగ్ లో మీరు ఇప్పుడు ఆ పాపప్ క్లోజ్ చేయాలంటే ఏం చేయాలి? మీ మౌస్ పాయింటర్ యొక్క ఫోకస్ మెయిన్ విండోలో ఉంది. మెయిన్ విండో నుంచి పాపప్ విండోకి ఫోకస్ స్విచ్ చేసాక మీరు ఒక బటన్ మీద క్లిక్ చేయాలి. సేమ్ కాన్సెప్ట్, అదే మనం ఆటోమేషన్ లో వాడతాం. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇక్కడ చూడండి, మౌస్ పాయింటర్ ఎక్కడ ఉంది? క్లిక్ మీ బటన్ దగ్గర ఉంది. ఇప్పుడు నేను ఆ ఓకే బటన్ మీద క్లిక్ చేయాలంటే నా ఫోకస్ వచ్చి ఇక్కడ నుంచి పాపప్ కి పంపించాలి మౌస్ పాయింటర్. అదే కాన్సెప్టే మన ఆటోమేషన్ లో యూస్ చేస్తాం. ఓకే, నా కావ్య కెన్ యు గో టు ద ఎక్లిప్స్ మా. సో ఇప్పుడు మీరు ఎక్లిప్స్ లో చూసారంటే, సో ఆ క్లిక్ మీ బటన్ క్లిక్ చేయడం వరకు లైన్ నెంబర్ 16 అండ్ దెన్ థ్రెడ్ డాట్ స్లిప్ 2 seconds. ఓకే, నా థ్రెడ్ డాట్ స్లిప్ 2 seconds ఎందుకంటే ఆ పాపప్ చూడడానికి. ఇప్పుడు మనం ఏం చేస్తున్నాం అంటే నెక్స్ట్ వీఆర్ బ్రింగింగ్ ఎ న్యూ క్లాస్ కాల్డ్ అలర్ట్ క్లాస్. అలర్ట్ అనే ఒక క్లాస్ ఉంది. ఫర్ హ్యాండ్లింగ్ పాపప్స్ దెర్ ఇస్ ఎ క్లాస్ కాల్డ్ అలర్ట్ క్లాస్. ఆ అలర్ట్ క్లాస్ కి ఒక రెఫరెన్స్ వేరియబుల్ క్రియేట్ చేస్తున్నాం. ఏఎల్ఈఆర్ అనే ఒక రెఫరెన్స్ వేరియబుల్ క్రియేట్ చేసి ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తున్నాం అంటే డ్రైవర్ కి చెప్తున్నాం, నీ ఫోకస్ వచ్చి అలర్ట్ కి స్విచ్ చేసేసి కంట్రోల్ ఏఎల్ఈఆర్ కి ఇచ్చేసి. ఎందుకంటే డ్రైవర్ యూస్ చేయాలంటే లొకేటర్స్ ఉండాలి, కానీ జావా స్క్రిప్ట్ పాపప్స్ లో లొకేటర్స్ ఉండవు. అందువల్ల డ్రైవర్ అక్కడ పనిచేయదు. అందువల్లనే మనం కొత్తగా ఒక క్లాస్ తీసుకొచ్చి ఆ ఏఎల్ఈఆర్ అనే కొత్త రెఫరెన్స్ వేరియబుల్ కి డ్రైవర్ ఏం చేస్తుందంటే తన ఫోకస్ ను మెయిన్ విండో నుంచి పాపప్ విండోకి స్విచ్ చేసేసి కంట్రోల్ ఏఎల్ఈఆర్ కి ఇచ్చేస్తుంది. ఇప్పుడు డ్రైవర్ ఇంకా కామ్ అయిపోతుంది. ఓకే, నేను పాపప్ లో ఏం చేస్తావు చేసేసి పాపప్ క్లోజ్ చేసి అని చెప్పి. ఇప్పుడు కొత్తగా రెఫరెన్స్ వేరియబుల్ క్రియేట్ అయింది కదా ఏఎల్ఈఆర్ అని చెప్పేసి. ఆ రెఫరెన్స్ వేరియబుల్ వచ్చి ఫస్ట్ మనం ఒక 2 పనులు చేయాలి. ఒకటి వచ్చి ఆ టెక్స్ట్ కన్సోల్ ప్రింట్ చేయాలి, ఇంకోటి వచ్చి ఓకే బటన్ మీద క్లిక్ చేయాలి. యూజువల్ గా టెక్స్ట్ కన్సోల్ ప్రింట్ చేయాలంటే ఏం చేయాలి? గెట్ టెక్స్ట్ మెథడ్ మనం ఇందాక చూసాం. బట్ గెట్ టెక్స్ట్ మెథడ్ చేయాలన్నా ఫస్ట్ ఏ టెక్స్ట్ ఆ టెక్స్ట్ లొకేట్ చేసి ఎక్స్పాత్ రాస్తాం, కంటైన్స్ టెక్స్ట్ యూస్ చేసి ఎక్స్పాత్ రాసి దానికి డ్రైవర్ డాట్ ఫైండ్ ఎలిమెంట్ ఎక్స్పాత్ డాట్ గెట్ టెక్స్ట్ రాయాలి. కానీ ఆ పాపప్ లో లొకేటర్స్ ఉండవు. కనుకే కొత్తగా రెఫరెన్స్ వేరియబుల్ వచ్చింది కదా, ఏం చేస్తుంది డైరెక్ట్ గా స్ట్రైట్ ఫార్వర్డ్ ఏఎల్ఈఆర్ డాట్ గెట్ టెక్స్ట్ అని రాస్తే చాలు, ఆ పాపప్ లో ఉండే మొత్తం టెక్స్ట్ వచ్చేస్తుంది. దాన్ని ఒక స్ట్రింగ్ లో స్టోర్ చేసి ప్రింట్ చేస్తున్నాం. సో ఇక్కడ లొకేటర్స్ అనే కాన్సెప్టే లేదు. పాపప్స్ లో లొకేటర్ అనే కాన్సెప్టే మనకు అవసరం లేదు, ఉండదు. ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ ఉండదు. అందువల్లనే కొత్తగా రెఫరెన్స్ వేరియబుల్ పిక్చర్ లోకి వచ్చింది ఏఎల్ఈఆర్ అని చెప్పి. సో ఏఎల్ఈఆర్ డాట్ గెట్ టెక్స్ట్ అంటే ఏమని అర్థం? అలర్ట్ యొక్క రెఫరెన్స్ వేరియబుల్ ఆ పాపప్ లో ఉండే మొత్తం టెక్స్ట్ ని తీసుకొచ్చి ఈ స్ట్రింగ్, మీరు కొత్త స్ట్రింగ్ క్రియేట్ చేసుకున్నారు పాపప్ టెక్స్ట్ అని, అందులో పడేస్తారు. పడేసిన తర్వాత నెక్స్ట్ సిస్ అవుట్ చేస్తారు. ఇది నార్మల్. యాక్చువల్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ లో అయితే డ్రైవర్ డాట్ ఫైండ్ ఎలిమెంట్ లొకేటర్ రాసి గెట్ టెక్స్ట్ అని రాస్తుంటారు. కానీ ఇక్కడ లొకేటర్ లేదు కనుక కొత్తగా ఏఎల్ఈఆర్ కొత్తది తీసుకొస్తారు. ఇప్పుడు నెక్స్ట్ ఓకే బటన్ మీద క్లిక్ చేయాలి. ఒక బటన్ మీద క్లిక్ చేయాలంటే నార్మల్ గా ఏం చేస్తారు? దాని లొకేటర్ కనుక్కొని డ్రైవర్ డాట్ ఫైండ్ ఎలిమెంట్ లొకేటర్ డాట్ క్లిక్ అని రాయాలి. కానీ ఇక్కడ లొకేటర్స్ లేవు. అందువల్లనే కొత్త రెఫరెన్స్ వేరియబుల్ ఇదేగా ఇప్పుడు కంట్రోల్ తీసుకున్నది ఏఎల్ఈఆర్. సో ఈ ఏఎల్ఈఆర్ రెఫరెన్స్ వేరియబుల్ తో యాక్సెప్ట్ అనే మెథడ్ రాస్తారంటే ఓకే బటన్ మీద క్లిక్ అవుతుంది. అదే డిస్మిస్ అనే మెథడ్ మీద రాస్తారంటే క్యాన్సల్ బటన్ మీద క్లిక్ అవుతుంది. అంతే. ఇక్కడ మనకు ఓకే బటన్ ఒకటే కదా ఉంది, అందుకే యాక్సెప్ట్ మెథడ్ రాస్తాం. క్లియరా హరిత? గుడ్. కొంచెం అలవాటు చేసుకోవాలమ్మా. ஓகே குட். சின்ன எல்லாருமே டன்னா முடிச்சிட்டீங்களா? ஸ்கிரிப்ட் ரன் பண்ணி பார்த்துக்கிங்க. பாப்அப் டக்குன்னு க்ளோஸ் ஆகிடும். ஸோ த்ரெட் டாட் ஸ்லிப் ஒரு 2 செகண்ட்ஸ் போட்டுக்கிட்டீங்கன்னா அந்த பாப்அப் உங்களால் பார்க்க முடியும். இது முடிச்சிட்டிங்கன்னா வில் சி கன்ஃபர்மேஷன் பாப்பப். இப்போ நெக்ஸ்ட் பாப்பப் போனால் இன்னும் உங்களுக்கு தெளிவாயிடும். ஸோ என்ன எழுதுறோம், எப்படி இது ஒர்க் ஆகும்னு சொல்லிட்டு யூ வில் பி மோர் ஃபெமிலியர். பொறுமையாக எழுதுங்க, நோ ப்ராப்ளம். வெரி இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் கான்செப்ட். சேவ் பண்ணிடுங்க காவ்யா. சேவ் த ஸ்கிரிப்ட். சரி, ரன் பண்றது முக்கியம் கிடையாது. செக் யுவர் கன்சோல். அந்த பாப்அப் டெக்ஸ்ட் கன்சோல்ல பிரிண்ட் ஆகணும். தட்ஸ் கோயிங் டு பி இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். யார் முடிச்சிட்டீங்களோ அவங்க சொல்லுங்க. வில் கோ டு த நெக்ஸ்ட் கான்செப்ட், கன்ஃபர்மேஷன் பாப்அப். people with laptops, do you want me to wait? யாராவது வெயிட் பண்ணணும்னு சொல்லுங்கடா. எதுவுமே சொல்லாம இருந்தா கஷ்டம். யாருக்காவது வெயிட் பண்ணணுமா? வெயிட்னா வெயிட்னு சொல்லுங்க. ஐ வில் வெயிட். அரல்ஸ் ஐ வில் கோ டு தி நெக்ஸ்ட் கான்செப்ட். ஹேமந்த், ஓகே, ஐ வில் வெயிட். ரெஸ்ட் ஆஃப் தி பீப்புள், மற்றவங்க எல்லாம் முடிச்சிட்டிங்களா? மற்றவங்க எல்லாம் பீப்புள் வித் லேப்டாப்ஸ், அதர் பீப்புள், ஆர் யூ டன்? ஓகே, குட். நவ் இப்போ என்ன பண்றீங்கன்னா புதுசாக ஒரு கிளாஸ் ஹேண்ட்லிங் கன்ஃபர்மேஷன் பார்ப்போம். ஹேண்ட்லிங் கன்ஃபார்ம் பார்ப்போம். புதுசாக ஒரு கிளாஸ் கிரியேட் பண்ணுங்கச்சுன்னா ஹேண்ட்லிங் கன்ஃபார்ம் பார்ப்போம். ஹேமந்த், நீங்க அதை முடிச்சுட்டு வந்து புதுசாக ஒரு கிளாஸ் மட்டும் கிரியேட் பண்ணுங்க. தட்ஸ் ஆல். ஹேண்ட்லிங் கன்ஃபார்ம் பார்ப்போம். அலர்ட் பார்த்துட்டோம். நான் இப்போ கன்ஃபார்ம் பார்க்கலாம். ஹேண்ட்லிங் கன்ஃபார்ம் பார்ப்போம். வெரி குட். மெயின் மெத்தட் வச்சுக்கிங்க. We are going to use the same website. Very good, Hemant. முடிச்சிட்டீங்களா? வெரி குட். We are going to use the same website. So browser open பண்ணி maximize பண்ற வரைக்கும் முடிச்சிடுங்க. We are going to use the same website. So browser open பண்ணி maximize பண்ற வரைக்கும் கம்ப்ளீட் பண்ணிடுங்க. இல்ல, அந்த அலர்ட் பாப்அப்ல இருந்து காப்பி பண்ணுங்கம்மா. URL அதே தான் இருக்க போகுது. அலர்ட் பாப்அப் ப்ரோக்ராம்ல இருந்து காப்பி பண்ணீங்கன்னா சேம் வெப்சைட் தான் யூஸ் பண்ண போறீங்க. ஸோ URL சேம் அப்படியே தான். You are not getting the text. வந்துச்சா? ஃபைன் சார், குட். ஓகே, யார் இது வரைக்கும் முடிச்சிட்டீங்க? சேவ் பண்ணிடுங்க காவ்யா. whenever you write one line also control S by default ஹிட் பண்ணிட்டே இருக்கணும். எல்லாருக்குமே தான் இது. ஒரு லைன் எழுதி என்டர் கொடுத்தாலே நெக்ஸ்ட் ஆபரேஷன் கண்ட்ரோல் S. யார் இது வரைக்கும் முடிச்சிட்டீங்க சொல்லுங்க சனா. we'll see confirmation pop up. ஹேண்ட்லிங் கன்ஃபார்ம் பாப்பா. சி காவ்யாஸ் ஸ்கிரீன். நரேஷ், ஹேண்ட்லிங் கன்ஃபார்ம் பாப்பப். ஏன்னா அலர்ட் பாப்பப் பார்த்துட்டோம், இப்போ கன்ஃபார்ம் பாப்பப் பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கோம் நரேஷ். ஸோ ஹேண்ட்லிங் கன்ஃபார்ம் பாப்பப் பண்ணி கொடுங்க நரேஷ் கிளாஸ்ல. டன்னா? ஸோ நான் கோ டு த க்ரோம் ப்ரௌசர். கோ டு த க்ரோம் ப்ரௌசர். இப்போ என்ன பண்ண போறோம்? Close the pop-up. Close the pop-up. So what's the flow that we are going to automate now? We are going to open the browser, hit the URL, and then you are going to click on the second click me button. We are going to click on the second click me button. In the click me button, click பண்ண போறோம். Second click me. Click பண்ணுங்க காவ்யா. Now which pop-up it is? What's this pop-up? என்ன pop-up இது? Alert pop-up, confirmation pop-up. You have two buttons here. What's this pop-up? சொல்லுங்கடா. What's this pop-up? Is it alert pop-up or confirmation pop-up? It's confirmation pop-up basically. Okay, it has two buttons, yes or no. Okay, so என்ன பண்ண போறோம்? As usual, you are going to print the text. What's text? Press a button and ஒரு text இருக்குல்ல, அதை நம்ம கன்சோல print பண்ண போறோம். And then if you want to click on OK button, we are going to use accept. If you want to click on cancel button, we are going to use cancel. Dismiss method use பண்ண போறோம். For example, அந்த ஓகே பட்டன் மேல கிளிக் பண்ணுங்க காவ்யா. Yeah, click it. Do you see a text printed there? Do you see a text highlighted there? You press to OK. Do you see there? அங்க மவுஸ் பாயிண்ட் இருக்க முடியுமா? அதே கேன்சல் பட்டன் கிளிக் பண்ணுங்களேன் ஒரு வாட்டி. கிளிக் மீ மேல கிளிக் பண்ணி கேன்சல் கிளிக் பண்ணீங்கன்னா இட் வில் சே யூ பிரஸ்ட் கேன்சல். நம்ம இப்போ என்ன பண்ண போறோம்னா we are going to click on this click me button. We are going to handle this that pop-up. After that we are going to print this text also. In the you pressed cancel, you pressed OK நோடுது பாருங்க. அந்த text கூட we are going to print on console. Okay, I am going to show you how to do that. Now, can you guys find the locator of that second click me button? Find the locator. Yeah, you don't have ID name. We have class. Don't use that class. Go to XPath. Go to selector sub. Use the text. Contains text or text method. ஏதோ ஒன்று வச்சு எழுதுங்க. எழுதிட்டு I think you have to use indexing. Go to selector sub and write the XPath. / start tag is button. Square brackets. Inside that, use contains text or text method. Whichever is you are comfortable. Text method, comma, single quotes. Put that click me. So now the case sensitive, always copy paste the content. Don't type. Yeah, hit enter. 2 elements matching. So first element will be the first click me method button. So use indexing. Yeah, I think for indexing too it will work. Yes, very good. Now bring this XPath. Bring this XPath and write the script. Driver dot find element as driver dot. Very good. By dot XPath. Very good. Double quotes. Put that XPath and then click. Kadasila dot click. Very good. Very good. So now put a thread dot sleep for 2 seconds. And the pop-up room. So I want to see that pop-up. So put a thread dot sleep for 2 seconds. Then I want everyone to watch Kavya screen for 2 minutes. I want everyone to watch Kavya screen for 2 minutes. Or 2 minutes மட்டும் பாத்துருங்க அப்புறமா நீங்க எழுதிக்கிங்க. ஏன்னா you know the concept now. So as usual mouse over பண்ணி add throws declaration கொடுத்துடுங்க. I want everyone to watch Kavya screen. அப்புறமா நீங்க எழுதிக்கிங்க. Okay. Now as usual the pop-up will be open now. On clicking the click me button and clicking on the click me button, the pop-up will be opened. Okay. Now we need to handle the pop-up. So as usual, we need to use a class called alert class. So alert, alert. So we need to take a reference variable. Reference variable you can give whatever you want. So ALER வச்சுக்கலாம் இப்போதைக்கு எல்லாமே யூனிஃபார்ம் வச்சுக்கலாம். ALER is equal to, as usual, we need to tell the driver to switch the focus to pop up and then give control to the new reference variable. So driver dot switch to very good, hit enter, switch to dot alert, where we are going to switch the focus alert மேல தான் focus switch பண்ண போறோம். So hit enter, semicolon. Now mouse over and import alert. Yeah, mouse over import direct எழுதுனால அது by default import ஆயிடும். That's good, no problem. So ALER dot get text as usual, get text. So it will get all the text in the console, I mean the pop-up, semicolon, store that in a string. Store that in a string. Very good. String pop-up text anu கொடுத்துக்கீங்க. alert text ஏதோ உங்க இஷ்டமா alert text anu கொடுங்க. என்ன இருக்கு alert text உங்க இஷ்டம் இது வேணா கொடுங்க. alert text is equal to, now sys out in the next line. Sys out in the next line. Sys out that alert text. Alert text. Now I want to click on OK button. So in the next line, what I need to write, ALER dot accept. Accept method is for OK button. Dismiss is for cancel. So accept. Okay. Now let me run the program. Chana ellaru gavana parunga. Run பண்ணுங்க Kavya. Run the program. ellaru gavana parunga. Chana ellaru gavana parunga. அப்புறமா I'll give time for you to write. So maximize ஆயிடுச்சு, pop-up வந்துருச்சு. After 2 seconds it will be closed. Can you scroll down? You can see here. You press to OK. இப்போ நீங்க என்ன பண்றீங்கன்னா உங்க ஸ்கிரிப்டுக்கு போயிட்டு comment the accept line and write dismiss. அது கமெண்ட் பண்ணிடுங்க. The next line write ALER dot dismiss. Very good. Now run the program. Dismiss எழுதுனதால it will click on cancel. That's the point here. It has to click on cancel button. Let's verify. Okay, after 2 seconds, it will click. Now scroll down. Do you see there? So dismiss method is for cancel button. So in the text code, if you print in console, you don't need to come and check here. If you print this text also in console, you don't need to come and check here. So அது பண்ணிடலாம். ஒரு வாட்டி Chrome browser போங்க. காவ்யா. Go to your actual Chrome browser, not the automation one. Yeah, click on you pressed ன்னு வச்சுக்கலாம். நம்ம you pressed cancel இருக்கு பாருங்க, அதை locate பண்ணுங்க. Yeah, locate that. Locate it. Yeah, inspect. அது எல்லாமே ஒரே லைன்ல தான் வரும், பேராகிராஃப்ல வந்திருக்குல்ல. ஸோ நீங்க என்ன பண்றீங்கன்னா, ஸோ டபுள் ஸ்லாஷ் ஐடி இருக்கு பாருங்க, யூ ஹேவ் ஐடி, ஸோ நோ நீட் டு ரைட் எனி திங். அந்த ஐடி எடுத்துட்டு வந்துருங்க, தட்ஸ் ஆல். பிரிங் தட் ஐடி, யா, கம் டு யுவர் ஸ்கிரிப்ட். ஸோ இந்த நெக்ஸ்ட் லைன், driver dot find element by id, very good. Put that id in the end. Get text. Put that in a string. Store the whole statement in a string. Put semicolon. Put the whole statement in a string. Button confirmation. Give the string name as button confirmation. Now sys out is equal to. Now sys out that string. Now run the program. On the particular statement கூட உங்களுக்கு கன்சோல்ல பிரிண்ட் ஆயிடும். You no need to check your browser. Okay, கீழே என்ன வந்திருக்குன்னு சொல்லிட்டு you can check your console directly. இங்க பாருங்க, ஸ்கிரிப்ட் ரன் ஆகுது. The application is opened. Yeah, the browser is opened. Application is opened. Now சின்ன மத்தவங்க எழுத ஆரம்பிக்கிறேன் ஸ்கிரிப்ட். Now you know how to write the script, right? So மத்தவங்க கண்டினியூ பண்ணுங்க, மத்தவங்க எழுத ஆரம்பிங்க. இப்ப பாருங்க, ஸோ பாப்பப் ஓப்பன் ஆச்சு. ஸோ கேன்சல் கிளிக் ஆயிருக்கு. ஸோ கோ அண்ட் செக் யுவர் கன்சோல். அந்த யூ பிரஸ்ட் கேன்சலும் பிரிண்ட் ஆயிருக்கும். There you go. That's all. You know to check whether cancel is clicked or okay is clicked. நீங்க கன்சோல்ல செக் பண்ணிக்கலாம். ப்ராப்ளம் சால்வ். இஸ் த கான்செப்ட் கிளியர்? எல்லாரும் பவித்ரா தான் வேற லெவல். பவித்ரா, தருண் இவங்க எல்லாம் பூந்து விளையாடுறாங்க. குட், வெரி குட். கான்செப்ட் கிளியர்ல வச்சுன்னா, ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி நீங்க இதை அந்த என்ன பிரிண்ட் பண்றோன்ற டெக்ஸ்ட் வருதுன்னா பெட்டர் பிரிண்ட் தட் ஆல்சோ. ஓகே, குட். கம்ப்ளீட் பண்ணிடுங்க. வில் சி ப்ராம்ப்ட் அண்ட் தென் வில் க்ளோஸ் த செஷன். கடைசி பாப்பப் பார்த்துட்டு வில் க்ளோஸ் த செஷன். நான் அசைன்மெண்ட் ஒன்று பாப்பப்லேயே ஐ ஹாவ் ஒன் மோர் வெப்சைட், அதை நான் உங்களுக்கு கொடுத்துருவேன். ஸோ தட் வி கேன் க்ளோஸ் த செஷன். இப்போதைக்கு I have given 2 assignments for you. I am going to give 3 more assignments. Total 5 assignments. You can complete before next Thursday. If while writing assignments, very important point. While writing assignments, while executing assignments, when you get an error, when you get a exception in console, try to debug and fix by yourself. Or spend 1 hour, 2 hours time. Try to debug, see what's the issue and try to fix it. If you are unable to fix that issue for 1 hour, 2 hours also, then only message me, then only WhatsApp me. I'll definitely tell solution immediately. But I want you people to break your heads so that you will get experience in fixing the issues and debugging. Debugging is very important. Automation very important and crucial step is debugging. Okay, so debugging la you have to spend more time. ஸோ நீங்கள் எனக்கு அமிச்சிங்கன்னா நான் டக்குன்னு சொல்யூஷன் சொல்லிடுவேன். அதனால உங்களுக்கு எதுவும் வராது. யூ வில் கம்ப்ளீட் தி அசைன்மெண்ட், தட்ஸ் ஆல். பட் வென் யூ டீபக், ஸ்பெண்ட் மோர் டைம் ஆன் டீபக்கிங். இஃப் யூ கெட் அன் எரர், யூ ஆர் லக்கி. ஓகே, யூ ஆர் கோயிங் டு லேர்ன் நியூ திங் டுடே. ஸோ வென் நெக்ஸ்ட் டைம் யூ கெட் த சேம் எரர், யூ வில் நாட் டேக் மச் டைம் டு ஃபிக்ஸ் இட். ஓகே, ஸோ இஃப் யூ கெட் அன் எரர், ஸ்பெண்ட் டைம் 1 or 2 hours. Try to fix it by yourself. If you don't, if you are unable to, then just message me. I'll tell you the solution. So error வந்தோன்னு டக்குன்னு கன்சோல போட்டோ எடுத்து இவன் சொல்லுவான் இவன் சும்மா தான் இருப்பான்னு சொல்லிட்டு எனக்கு அனுப்பாதீங்க. ஓகே, டோன்ட் டூ தட். ஸோ ட்ரை டு ஃபிக்ஸ் பை யுவர் செல்ஃப். ரொம்ப நேரம் முடியலடா சாமி என்ற டைம்ல தான் எனக்கு அனுப்புங்க. ஓகே, குட். யூ ஹேவ் டைம் டில் நெக்ஸ்ட் Thursday. முடிச்சிட்டீங்களாடா? வில் see the prompt pop up. You will see prompt pop-up. Yeah. Laptops, people with laptops, let me know if you're done. People with laptops done. Shall I go to the next concept? Do you want me to wait? யாருக்காவது வெயிட் பண்ணணும்னா சொல்லுங்க, or else I'll go to the next concept. హరిత గారు మీకు అర్థమైందమ్మా? ఎందుకంటే మీరు డన్ అని పింక్ చేయట్లేదు. అర్థమైందిగా మీకు నేను తెలుగులో ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేసింది? ఓకే, డన్ కదా? ఓకే, మంచిది, గుడ్. Now, guys, create a new class with the name handling prompt pop-up. Same website. Can you guys complete the script until opening the browser and maximizing? Same website. So create a new class with the name handling prompt pop-up, the final, the last pop-up. Okay, main method, copy paste the program until maximizing. Confirmation pop-up save பண்ணலாமா? Save பண்ணிட்டோம். Okay, just save the program. Now copy paste until maximize. Maximize பண்ற வரைக்கும் முடிச்சிட்டு now go to the Chrome browser. Go to the Chrome browser. Okay. Now we need to click on the last button. So find the locator for this and write driver.findElement.click as usual. Okay. So you have text. So prompted text மட்டும் யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கங்க, எனக்கு தெரிஞ்ச work ஆயிடும். So use contains text and use only the word prompt. It will work. It contains text. Use the word prompt. It will locate. Comma, single quotes. Good. Use the word prompt. It will work. I think it will work. It should. Santosh, very good, Ratambi. Very good. Very good. Okay. Now break that text path here. Write driver.findElement. Promptல ஒரு important step இருக்கு, கொஞ்சம் வெயிட் பண்ணுங்க எல்லாரும். Yeah, find element text path. Very good. Put the text path dot click. Put a thread dot sleep in the next line for 2 seconds. Put a thread dot sleep for 2 seconds. So now I want everyone to watch Kavya screen for 2 minutes. I'm going to explain an important concept here. And the n ஒரு extra வந்திருக்கு, எடுத்துருங்க 2000 அப்புறம். So now I want everyone to watch Kavya screen for next 2 minutes. Or 2 minutes க்கு பாருங்க. அப்புறமா you can continue. Okay. So as usual, when you run the script, it will open the pop-up. Can you go to the Chrome browser? So now everyone watch Kavya screen. அப்புறம் புரியலன்னா கஷ்டம், கொஞ்சம் கவனமா பாருங்க. ஒரு additional step இங்க வரப்போகுது. Yeah. So click on that prompt box. Click on that prompt box. Do you see a pop-up here? So this is prompt pop-up because it is prompting you to enter some value. இங்க ஒரு extra ஒரு field இருக்கு. Here we have 3 actions to perform. One is to print the text. What text? Please enter your name. That text you need to print in console, and then you need to type something in that field. That is your second work, second task. Third task is you need to click on either OK or cancel. That is your third task. First task is to print the text. What text? Which text? Please enter your name is the text that you need to print in console, and then you need to type something in the field, and then you need to click on OK or cancel button. We have 3 tasks here. In confirmation pop-up we had 2 tasks. In alert box also we had 2 tasks. Either print the text and then click on OK. Print the text in, click on OK or cancel. But here we have 3 tasks. Okay. You need to print the text and then you need to type something and then click on OK. Keep that in mind. Now come to your script. Kavya, as usual, we need to use alert class only. So now everyone watch carefully. We need to use alert class only. Alert reference variable is equal to driver dot switch to. We need to ask driver to switch the focus and then give control to the new reference variable. Good, very good. Dot alert semicolon, mouse over and import alert packages. Yeah, import. Good. Now ALER dot as usual get text. It will print the text on that pop-up, whichever it is there. Yeah, store it in a string and then sys out. You people know. Until this, you people know the script and the concept. Okay. Sys out in the next line. Sys out prompt text. Very good. Prompt text. Okay. Now this will print the text. But now we have a new thing here. We need to type something on that field. How will you actually type any value in that field? Either field, consider there is a form. You need to type something in that field. What's the first thing that you need to do? There is a field. Ignore this pop-up. There is a field. Okay. You need to type something on that field. What is the first step that you need to do for that field? Get type, sir. Locate that field. Very good, Kritika. First of all, you need to locate that field and then use send keys. I'm correct. First, you need to locate that field and send keys. Automate. For example, go to Swag Labs. Go to Swag Labs program. Swag Labs program. Swag Labs. Yeah. Here we automated the login flow. If you remember, here we automated the login flow. We entered username in the username field, password in the password field. If you see line number 15, line number 16, first you need to locate the field and then send keys. Am I correct? That's how you need to type any value in the field. But here, when it comes to prompt pop-up, can you go to the Chrome browser? When it comes to the prompt pop-up, even this field will not have any locator because this field is in pop-up. This field is in pop-up, so this field will not have any locators. Okay, that's the concept here. Usually for any text field, you will find the locator and then write driver.find element that locator.send keys. That's the usual procedure. But the text field that you see in this pop-up will not have any locators because the whole pop-up will not have any locators. It's a JavaScript component. So now, how are we going to automate that field? The action is same. We are going to type there and we are going to use send keys only, but no locator required. I'm going to show you how to do that. Go to script. Go to script. So the reference variable is ALER, right? Go to our script, handling prop. So as usual, ALER dot, we are not going to use any locators because there is no locator. So straightforward send keys. Do you see a method called send keys there? Yes. There is only one field. So when you write send keys, by default, whatever you type here will be typed in that particular field. Yeah, hit enter. Send keys. In double quotes, put whatever you want to type in that field. Type your name. It is asking for your name, right? So type your name or whatever. Okay, good. So next, in the next line, either we need to click on OK button or cancel button. So for OK, accept. For cancel, dismiss. So ALER.accept. Have you guys understood what I explained now? And the text field, usually in text field, if you want to type, first you need to find the locator and then type. But in JavaScript pop-up, there will not be any locator. That's why we'll use the send keys method directly using that reference variable. And the ALER reference variable directly is funded. For get text to go, we need to use the locator and then only you need to get text. But in pop-up, there will not be any locator. That's why we are introducing a new class called await, and we are using its reference variable to use that methods. Now run the. Have you guys understood the concept? Send keys direct use for Allah. There is no locator concept here. That's a very good important interview question, Idisha. That actually I explain in interview questions. When we discuss about interview questions, I'll explain that. Inisha's question is what if there are two fields? Okay, what if there are two fields? That's actually an interview question. We'll discuss that when we discuss interview questions. Okay, brilliant. That's a good question. We'll not discuss that now. Okay, we need to do a small hack kind of a thing that I'll explain while we discuss about interview. Run பண்ணுங்க கவி. சரி, எல்லாருக்குமே கான்செப்ட் கிளியரா? ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஆஃப் ஆல் சென்ட் கீஸ் டைரக்டா யூஸ் பண்ணணும். சில பேரெல்லாம் நான் அந்த ப்ரோக்ராம் முடிக்கிறது முன்னாடி டன் நான் ப்ரோக்ராம் முடிச்சிட்டேன். நீங்க அதுவும் சேர்த்து தான் எழுதிருந்தீங்களா சென்ட் கீஸும்? Okay, so the pop-up is closed. If you scroll down, you can see you have entered SQSpider. If you want, you can print that also in your console. If you want, you can print that also in your console. Okay, done. இது முடிச்சிடுங்க script. Now I'll give assignments. Let me know once this is done. I'll give assignments for you. Then we can close the session. I'll send notes for this alert pop-up after this class. ஷூர் நரேஷ். என்னன்னா இப்போ நீங்க ஒரு ஃபீல்ட்ல டைப் பண்ணணும்னா அதுக்கு ஒரு லொகேட்டர் கண்டுபிடிச்சு அப்புறமா தான் டிரைவர் டாட் ஃபைண்ட் எலிமெண்ட் லொகேட்டர் டாட் சென்ட் கீஸ்ன்னு எழுதுறோம். பட் இங்க லொகேட்டர் இருக்காது, அதனால டைரக்டா அந்த ரெஃபரன்ஸ் வேரியபிள் இருக்குல்ல ஏஎல்இஆர் அதோட சேர்த்து சென்ட் கீஸ்ல நீங்க என்ன டைப் பண்ணணுமோ கொடுத்துட்டா போதும், டைரக்டா டைப் ஆயிடும். தட்ஸ் த கான்செப்ட் ஹியர். ஒன் அடிஷனல் ஸ்டெப் இன் ப்ராம்ப்ட் பார்ப்போம். முடிச்சிட்டீங்கன்னா சொல்லுங்கடா, பசிக்கலையா உங்களுக்கு? முடிச்சிட்டீங்கன்னா சொல்லுங்க, அசைன்மெண்ட் கொடுத்துட்டா ஐல் க்ளோஸ். Let me know one step. வேணும்னா அந்த கீழே யூ ஹேவ் என்டர்டு டெக்ஸ்ட் ஒன்று வருதுல பேரு, அது கூட வேணும்னா கூட நீங்க பிரிண்ட் பண்ணிக்கலாம். டூ தட் ஆஃப்டர் த கிளாஸ் லைக் வி டிட் ஃபார். வெரி குட் தரும், வெரி குட். வெரி சின்ன மற்றவங்க பீப்புள் வித் லேப்டாப்ஸ் லெட் மீ நோ ஒன்ஸ் யூ ஆர் டன். ஐ டெல் யூ த அசைன்மெண்ட். I've already gave 2 assignments. You need to complete JPEG store assignment and you need to complete the Rediff thing. Okay, so both the things you need to fill the complete form and then submit. Okay, now you know how to automate text fields, you know how to automate drop downs, you know how to automate radio buttons and check boxes. So one more thing, and or what Rediff ku ponga Kavya. Yeah, Rediff and the create account போயிடுங்க. Yeah, create account and the right click. Yes, click that. So now one important thing. அதுதான் சொல்லுவோம் அந்த சவரி 100 years for you. So அந்த check availability button இருக்கு பாருங்க. Do you see that check availability button? Don't click on that. Ignore that. Don't automate clicking that button. Fill full name field, choose a Rediff mail ID, then directly go to password field. Directly go to retype a password field. That's all. And then do you see a checkbox there? Click if you don't have any alternate email ID. That checkbox also you ignore. Don't automate. Don't automate 2 things in this Rediff. One is the check availability button on the top, and then this checkbox. Click if you don't have an alternate email ID. So don't automate those 2 fields. Just ignore. Okay, because your automation flow will change. So don't automate those 2 things. அந்த 2 ஃபீல்டு மட்டும் ஆட்டோமேட் பண்ணாதீங்க, அப்படியே விட்டுடுங்க. அது don't even click on that, don't even do anything. Those 2 fields are clear ஆச்சுன்னா? Okay, shall I tell the assignment? எல்லாரும் முடிச்சிட்டீங்களா ஸ்கிரிப்ட்? Have you guys completed the script? People with laptops please respond. அந்த 2 ஃபீல்டு மாத்திரம் விட்டுடுங்க. ஓகே, அது எதுவும் பண்ணிடாதீங்க. ஃப்ளோ மாறிடும், தேவையில்லாம காம்ப்ளிகேட் ஆயிடும், வேணாம். பட் அந்த கேப்சா ஆட்டோமேட் பண்றதுக்கு ஞாபகம் இருக்குல்ல, you need to automate using thread dots. Done ada? Shall I tell the assignment? Okay, good. Now I am pinging you one URL in chat. I pinged you one URL in chat. Yes Pavitra, name will not type. அந்த டைப் ஆகிறது உங்களுக்கு தெரியாது. But what you need to do is you need to scroll down and see whether the name is typed or not. Kritika, check availability, and then there is a checkbox there, right? Click if you don't have an alternate email ID. That checkbox you don't need to automate. The check availability button and then the checkbox. Do you see a checkbox there? Click if you don't have an alternate email ID. Those 2 components you just ignore. Don't automate. Okay. And the checkbox on the particular prompt pop-up la type ஆகுறதெல்லாம் உங்களுக்கு தெரியாதுடா. டைப் ஆகி முடிச்சதுக்கு அப்புறம் ஓகே பட்டன் கிளிக் பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறம் கீழே நீங்க செக் பண்ணிக்கணும், நீங்க என்டர் பண்ண நேம் தான் கீழே வந்திருக்கா இல்லையா. ஓகே, குட். Now Kavya, can you open that URL which I gave? நான் ஒரு URL எல்லாருக்குமே பிங் பண்ணிருக்கேன். அதுதான் யுவர் 3rd assignment. The 3rd assignment என்னன்னா, சும்மா கவனமா கேட்டுக்கிங்க, அப்புறமா எனக்கு மெசேஜ் பண்ணீங்கன்னா கஷ்டம். ஸோ கவனமா கேட்டுக்கிங்க. ஸோ do you see a website here? So in the website la neenga enna pannona, there are 3 sections there on the left side: alert with okay and cancel, alert with text box. The 3 assignments, 3 sections தெரியுதா? So what you need to do is first by default it will be in alert with OK. By default it will be in alert with OK. Now all you need to do is click on the middle button. Click over button தெரியுதா உங்களுக்கு? Click the button to display an alert box. Yeah, click on that one. Click on that. So which pop-up it is? இது என்ன pop-up சொல்லுங்க? What's this pop-up? What's this pop-up, guys? இது என்ன pop-up? 3 types la. Alert, confirm, prompt. Alert pop-up. Azar, இது prompt. பார்த்து சொல்லுங்க, கவனமா விளையாடாதீங்க. Okay, this is alert pop-up. Okay, so you know how to automate this alert pop-up. So you need to automate this flow. You need to print the text on this pop-up and then click on OK button. Okay, this is your third assignment, first step. So click on OK. Click on OK. And then you need to click on alert with OK and cancel. Left side தெரியுதா? அது மேல click பண்ணுங்க. You need to click on that. Click பண்ணா you will get one more button. Okay. Now click on that button. So you will get a pop-up. இது என்ன pop-up? இது என்ன pop-up சொல்லுங்க? Confirmation pop-up. This pop-up is confirmation pop-up. So you need to click on either OK or cancel. For example, if you click on OK button, click on OK button. Do you see a text printed there? You pressed OK. On the text code, you need to print in console. You need to print the text also in console. You press to OK. And the text you have to print in console. Now, the third step. Do you see alert with the text box on the left side? Now, when you click that, one more button will be displayed there. Now, click there. Now, you will get a prompt pop-up. So, you need to type, you need to print the text. Please enter your name. A text is there, right? You need to print the text in a console and then you need to type something in the button. Adala suma edon type பண்ணுங்க. Kavya. Okay, now you need to click on that OK button. Do you see? Hello, whatever you have typed. How are you today? You need to print this text also in console. You need to print this text also in console. So this is the flow for third assignment. So you can write separate classes also if you want, or else write in a single class, however you want. I would suggest to write அதுதான் ஜெயலட்சுமி நான் சொல்லுவேன். ஸோ ஆல் டுகெதர் நீங்க ஒரே ப்ரோக்ராம்ல எழுதுறதை விட செப்பரேட்டா எழுதுறது பெட்டர். ஏன்னா ஃபார் ஈச் அலர்ட் கிளாஸ் யூ நீட் டு கிரியேட் செப்பரேட் டிஃப்ரெண்ட் ரெஃபரன்ஸ் வேரியபிள்ஸ். ஸோ ஃபார் தட் யூ பெட்டர் ரைட் ஆல் த 3 திங்ஸ் செப்பரேட் ப்ரோக்ராம். செப்பரேட்டா எழுதுறது பெட்டர். ஓகே, நவ் யுவர் ஃபோர்த் அசைன்மெண்ட். Close this tab. Close this selenium EC. Close Rediff also. Good. So can you hit this URL? Now URL தர அதை ஓபன் பண்ணிக்கங்க. நான் ஒரு URL தரேன். 1 minute. I've sent one URL now. Can you open that? Yes, I'll send this URL in WhatsApp group also. But I may not send immediately. So முடிஞ்ச அளவுக்கு நோட் பண்ணி வச்சுக்கோங்க. I may not send immediately. Your phone charge low இருக்கு. Kavya, yes. You need to automate this form. For form தெரியுதா கீழே? Do you see a form here? So you need to fill all the fields and then you need to click on yes in subscribe. And the yes radio button will click பண்ணனும். And then you need to click on this checkbox also and then click on continue. So this is the flow. Okay, these are the 4 assignments you have. So record all the 4 assignments and send it in a single email. Mention your as usual the group name, the batch code and then your name, and then send all the 4 videos in a single email. I'll send the URLs after maybe after 1 hour or 2 hours. Okay, I'll send notes also. Fine guys, we can close the session. Thank you. No need Rahul. நோட்ஸ்ல எதுக்கு ஜெயலட்சுமி? நான் ஒரு ஃபார்ம் இப்ப அமிச்சல, அந்த ஃபார்ம் வந்து நீங்க ஃபில் பண்ணணும். அந்த ஃபார்ம்ல வந்து எஸ் என்ற ரேடியோ பட்டன் மறக்காம கிளிக் பண்ணணும். அதே மாதிரி கடைசியில் இருக்கிற செக் பாக்ஸ் நீங்க கிளிக் பண்ணிட்டு கண்டினியூ பட்டன் மேல கிளிக் பண்ணணும். That's the flow. You need to fill the form and submit அவ்வளவுதான், சிம்பிள். அந்த ரேடியோ பட்டன் கிளிக் பண்ணணும், செக் பாக்ஸ் கிளிக் பண்ணணும். Okay, thanks guys.